Hello, everybody. Happy Friday or Saturday morning. Excited Utterance here. My name is Helen, and I have the grumpiest cat in the entire world here. Hello, everybody from Seraph. Oh, hello. Say hello. Say hello. Hello. Hi. It's getting colder here, and Seraph is just super duper grumpy. No, he doesn't look grumpy. He looks happy, but he slept on my head. Like he slept there. And you know how cats, when they're sleeping, they do this thing. They go. He did that like that. I swear, like you probably, if you could look closely up at my face, there's like claw marks in my head where where he like went like that during his sleep. So I was like waking up, and there was like I woke up to like this pain where his claws were like like that. I had a cat hat on my head, I'd move my head and like meow, leave me. Like goodness me, mate, what's wrong with you? Hey, Pudding Way. Hey, Gabrielle. Hey, Distant. Looking forward to some hot dungeon action today. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all happening. Is Chile going to give me heartburn today? Yep, yep, yeah, I can tell you that. Oh, look, you've got fans, Sarah. Look. Oh, you look so impressed. You look so impressed. Hello, kitty. He really, he really good for a 17-year-old boy. Yeah, he is. He is. Like he's a good boy for 17. He is. He struggles to jump and stuff. Like you know how like cats can generally get from one place to another in one like swoop. Every now and again he like misses his footing and he'll just like boom on the ground instead. And like he'll like there'll be two objects, right? And there'll be him and he'll like try to get to the other object and instead he'll like go boom and I'd be like, that was not very cat-like. And he'd be like, don't look at me. He is too cute. He is too cute. Clear case of domestic violence. Hey, I won't hold it against you, mate. No, I won't hold it against you. Oh, you're too cute. He is extremely cuddly. My Torty is such a Torty right now, slapping Chili on my TV. Oh, really? She slapped so many people. Oh, really? Hey, Ronnie, how's it going, love? How's it going, love? I just saw you over in Sean's chat. I was trying to get Sean's attention from Twitch. I was just testing out the Twitch chat function, and I was like, "Hey, over here in Twitch. Hey, I'm a commie. What do you call it? Twitcheroo," and he wasn't paying any attention to me. Conspiracy. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. And he's thinking, "Stop bothering me. You're hogging out my mummy." Nah, he's fine. As long as I'm here for him, he's fine. And Putting my words, you say, I'm relatable, crunchy meows, yeah. Okay, now, let's get into this. So today we're going to reach the climax of Chili Does Ohio. She slaps Cell before, usually whoever's in the right side. Okay. So yeah, but before we do that, I wanted to show you something that happened during the week. If you didn't catch this on Sean's channel, you might have, I'm not sure whether Sean played this or not. But during the week, we were supposed to have a hearing. And Sean and I were like, how did he get a hearing so quickly? Because you know how at the moment he's in jail, right? You know how Chili's in jail at the moment. He's in jail right now in Nevada for his usual garbage. So for interfering with a police Terry stop. So some other person got pulled over by the police, and he decided to get in the way of all that, call the police piggies and jackboot thugs and what he does. And he was recording all that and calling them names, and he ran up on them, and they arrested him, and he supposedly resisted arrest and all sorts of things, and he ended up going to court, and we watched the trial on Sean's channel, and then he was found guilty, and the judge Zimmerman decided to give him 180 days in jail, and that was kind of funny, and he cried. He's awful. He's horrible with his name calling. He's really bad with his name calling. But that's not why he got found guilty, right? Because you can say whatever you like, First Amendment, right? That wasn't it. He was obstructing police. He was causing a public nuisance, and he resisted arrest. So that was the reasons. Judge found him guilty. He has appealed. He's tried to get bond, and that hasn't been successful. Now, he had a appeal hearing set for the 10th, and then the judge came along and said, actually, no, I don't want to hear it on the 10th. It's set for July. And Sean and I were like, how did he even manage to get a hearing on the 10th in the first place? Like, what is going on? Because we were going to stream it. So he's gone and had a jail call about that. So I was going to play you the jail call because it's kind of funny. All right. So, hey, Melissa, how's it going? Yeah, Sean is busy. I jumped over here for his. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. Yeah, I was just looking at his stream a minute ago. And he has a link to be over here if he wants to when he's finished doing what he wants to do. Yeah. Oh no, poor Chille. For everything that ever happens to Chille, there's a jail call, and it ends up on his channel because everything Chille does is so important. It must be streamed. It must be streamed. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Boom. Radio. So just make sure that I can hear this. All right, so this is all about the thing that didn't happen the other day. Let's make sure you can hear it properly. Yeah, you will be able to hear it properly. Let's go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chille DeCastro. I'm a journalist who's been jailed in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Clark County Detention Center. Today is
two seconds.
April 10th, 2024. We had on docket today.
I got someone who's dying to get in and say hello. Just a minute. Hello. Can't hear you.
Were you talking about me?
I just said I had someone who's dying to get in and say hello, and that's you.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody said she slapped Sal before.
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good Friday evening to you, and good morning from the future.
Thank you.
Everyone saying hello to Sal. Hi, Sal.
Hi. Yeah, I just got back from the doctor, so
yeah.
I had to rush
hope you're okay.
Yes.
We hope you're all right. All best wishes to you. Lol, Sal, that was about the cat.
Oh.
It wasn't about you. Everything's about you. You're not chilling. What's that? Torty slapped ya. Pudding Waste Torty slapped ya. Anyway, I'll slap you if you want, but you'd like it too much.
I probably would.
You would. All right, let's listen.
To have an appeal hearing in front of the Honorable Judge Levitt at the district court, and last night at some point Judge Levitt entered into the record that she was going to deny the appeal to the appeal bond, and so now we will see the Honorable Judge Levitt again on July 10th. It's already on docket.
Actually, let's just pause that and go back 2 seconds. Yeah, let's look at this. So this is why, I had sent this to Sean, and we were looking at this going, why has this even happened? So this is from Out of Nevada judges. So in a minute ordered entered today, Judge Michelle Levitt summarily denied Jose okay, we weren't wondering why it was denied. But there was this thing that was going to happen on this hearing that was going to happen on April 10th. So she said the court, having reviewed the motion for bail or in the alternative for own recognizance release, does hereby deny appellant's release request for bail. The hearing scheduled for April 10, 2024 is vacated. We couldn't believe there even was a hearing that was going to be on April 10, 2024. Like, how did he even manage to get a hearing set for April 10? That was crazy. Like, the hearing was supposed to be in July. So all of a sudden, like, because we noticed that there was a hearing set for April 10 when it was supposed to be in July, and somehow he managed out of, like, I don't know whether he knows somebody or something, but he managed to get this hearing set for April 10. It's like, what? And it was set to be live streamed and everything. And I'd sent this message to Sean going, there's this thing on Wednesday afternoon at like 3 p.m. Eastern, and are you free to stream it? Like, what's going on? And he's like, how did he manage that? We couldn't believe it.
Maybe the judge was just screwing with him.
Maybe judge was just screwing with him. I don't know. But yeah, then next thing we know, this happened. And I was like, okay, cool. Didn't go ahead.
Deny the appeal to the appeal bond. And so now we will see the Honorable Judge Levitt again on July 10th. It's already on docket. So now we're going to appeal this case where I was convicted for obstruction and resisting. And as you guys know, Brian from Here's the Deal did a really good breakdown on Wilson versus the First Judicial Court of Nevada, where obstruction is a physical act. So we have an appeal. Our appeal brief is due May 6th, and then the prosecutor gets a chance to reply to the appeal brief by June 5th, and then we get a chance to rebuttal that again on June 19th, and then we get heard again in front of the Honorable Judge Levitt on July 10th. So that's the actual program right now. And as you guys know, I told you that from now on, for the rest of my life, I will treat the court with reverence, and I will treat the court with deference. And so I don't agree with Judge Levitt not hearing the appeal hearing today, but that's the decision that the court made. And true to my word, as you guys know, once I give my word, I'm going to keep it. And so while I don't agree with Judge Levitt's decision not to hear the appeal for the appeal, at the same time, that's the decision that the judge made. And so we have to continue to show deference to the court. The court has the power, and we don't. And the system, we may not agree with it. However, we must work within that system. And of course, you guys know my feelings, my heart, my stomach, my head, knowing that I'll be in here until July 10th. You know, I have feelings, but once you give your word, if you can't keep your word, like I gave my word that I would always treat the court with deference, then I can't believe anything you say. So, to the Honorable Judge Levitt, if she ever hears this, which I do believe that judges watch YouTube, I do believe judges watch.
She does watch, because she said that.
To the Honorable Judge Levitt, I don't know why you didn't appeal the hearing, but you didn't hear the appeal case, but at the same time,
she's got better things to do, dude.
And that's the decision she made, and unfortunately, I don't agree with it, but we have to respect whatever decision that she made, and we just have to move forward. I couldn't get a lot of phone calls out yesterday. I was just day, not locked down in the hole. I was locked down to my bed a lot of the day because when people get meds in here or anything like that, you have to go to your bed. So one person getting medication needs that the other, however many 70 or 80 guys or 60, how many guys are in here, we have to go sit on our bunk. And we had a lot of those yesterday where we were sitting on our bunk waiting for other people to finish what they were doing at the front door. As soon as the front door opens, everybody has to go to their bunk. That's how it works. It's just the way the system works. And I'm living within the system. This is not a third-party call. This is not a live stream call. This is just my journalistic report that I give every day for content, for journalism, and that's all I'm doing here today. And so, yeah, I'll let Brian ask me any questions. I know that there's a lot of you guys who are disappointed, but let me just say this: we don't stop. We don't quit. We don't ever stop. We are agents of change, and this hurts. Listen, I have cried 1,000 tears. I can't cry. We can't cry about it. We have to realize that I'm here till July 10th. So this is April 10th, May, June, July. That's 90 days. So I'll be in jail for 90 more days. And there's nothing I can do about that. And there's nothing you can do about it either. So just remember who we are. And, just so you guys know, please do not contact the Honorable Judge Leavitt. Judge Leavitt, I'm not sure if she says her name, but please don't contact her. It doesn't help. And anybody who is contacting the judge or the district attorney or the correction officer here, they're not doing that on my behalf. Nobody contacts the judge or DA or prison guards or jail guards and says negative, disparaging things and says, "Oh, I'm on Team Delete Lawz." No, they're not. Those are people who are trying to put a wrench in the gears of my life and trying to hurt me and trying to hurt Team DLV's reputation, because we are a nonviolent group who presses our right through the First Amendment, through speech, petition, press, and the right to assemble. So that's what we're doing. And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm not going to put my chin into the dirt and cry a river.
Ambulance.
This is what I have. Remember, and Judge Zimmerman is a very smart woman. She knew that if she sentenced me to a year in jail, that I would probably be out by July 10th. Because once we show the case on appeal, we should win on the merits of the case. And it's just about the merits of the case. It's not about the behavior I exhibited in court. It's not about my YouTube channel. It's about whether or not I obstructed and whether or not I resisted. And I got off the phone with Chris Warren today, and he says, if we're just going by the merits, we're going to slam dunk this. You should be on July 10th. So I went over everything. I talked about Wilson versus the First Judicial Court. I talked about how they have to give me due notice that I have to back up 21 feet, which he never gave me. I talked about submitting my video, which says the 2015 case of Rodriguez versus United States, you cannot extend a traffic stop for another person unless there's reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. And I didn't get to talk about that in court because my lawyer had not submitted that.
What does Chris Warren say about the Wilson case? Have you talked to him about that?
Yeah, he said he's going to cite it. He said he's going to cite it in the appeal brief that is due on.
Oh, that's actually someone's actually
So
talking to it.
He did take a look at it, and he views it as legitimate in applying to this case.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
100%. So does his legal assistant Tyler. We've talked about Wilson versus First Judicial Court of Nevada on 3 different phone calls, and that was found by Brian from Here's the Deal. He did that research and he found that case. My lawyer originally, Michael Nee, should have had it, but just talking to Chris,
a bit of
Warren,
both, Deborah.
The case should have been dismissed before we ever went to trial, and so there should have been a First Amendment brief filed immediately. There should have been so many things done. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know all the legalese steps, but Chris Warren said he would have had this case dismissed before we even stepped inside of the pre-conference trial.
I can understand people being ignorant of certain cases, but when it's your job, like Michael Mee's job, and I'm not saying anything negative against him, but it just seems like, hey, you had one job, you should have done it. And if Judge Zimmerman is actually listening to this broadcast, you would think that she would look at that and go, you know what? Wow, that really ties my hands. Let's free that guy. But it doesn't happen. Why is that?
Well, thinking that. So obviously I've said what I've said about Zimmerman, and remember, she's Team Blue. She probably has the blue stripe flag on her bumper sticker. She probably has the blue stripe flag in her vicinity, and I'm on Team Liberty, Team Freedom, Team DLZ, Team Journalism, and so we come from 2 different teams. That over there is the blue stripe team, and we are the Liberty team. So when you can get the captain of one of the other teams and put him on the bench, that's what she did. That's exactly what Zimmerman did. I'm one of the leaders of this movement for freedom, liberty, and justice, and respecting our rights. And Zimmerman had the chance to put me in jail, and I gave her more of that opportunity with my ill-suited behavior. And so she had the chance to take out one of the leaders of the team. And so she did. She did exactly what she did. And she's a very smart woman, like I said. She didn't put me in jail for a year, which she could have. She put me in jail for 6 months, knowing that it would take at least 3 or 4 months before my appeal would go through. So, I don't know how she sleeps at night either, knowing she put me in the dungeon. But at the same time, remember, I don't like cops. That's not a secret. I don't like police. They've railroaded me in my life. They cheated me. I see them cheat and railroad people every day, so I don't like them. But being put in this jail and the policies and procedures that the jail does, these guys in here are not malicious, I'm sure there are, but I haven't had any of those yet. They're not over the top, power hungry, trying to beat me up. They don't do the same thing the cops do on the streets. So we see what cops do on the streets, and then you hate the cop. Well, in here you realize that the jail guards are following a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that are put in place by the state legislature. So my focus has shifted a little bit here, where we have to change the legislation. Like I say, you are my prisoner, turn around and put your hands behind your back. That's legislation at the cop level. If we got rid of that, where you just had to put a strap on the wrist that had an Apple AirTag on it, that would make it so that people don't have to be shackled up. You know, that again goes to Terry versus Ohio, officer safety. So I don't know how Zimmerman sleeps either, Brian. I don't know how she justifies her behavior and her actions, other than if you just put it in the sense of a football team or a wrestling team or a rugby team, you can knock out one of the leaders of the other team. Would you do it? You want to win the game, right? Of course you would. And so that's what I think Zimmerman did. Now, is the Honorable Judge Leavitt going to give us a fair and impartial hearing on July 10th? I certainly hope she does. The appeal on July 10th. I certainly hope she does, and I will continue to show deference, and I will speak respectfully about the court and hope that we find justice here. But I'm not going to cry. I've already cried. I've already gone through all my breakdowns.
Oh my God!
I've already gone through highs and lows.
You've done it all. Like this is it.
I mean, Brian can tell you, broke me down in tears on the phone. And it's still hard. It's still hard to accept that I have to ask for help, that I have to, it's hard for me because I'm very aggressive and I get things done on my own. And so to be in this helpless position where Brian
we're out of tissues, dude.
Other people in the First Amendment community are actually starting to coalesce and come together and say, this is wrong. To me, there's a bigger victory here at the end of the day.
For God's sake.
You know, if we can unify and really, and honestly create a First Amendment community that we all stand united behind each other in regards to our rights and our First Amendment, and we let the egos and bygones to the side, then there's a bigger victory here at the end of the day.
You're going to put your egos to the side, are you?
To melt together in a bigger way.
I don't believe you.
So, do you have any questions, Brian?
No, that's pretty much it, man.
That's pretty much it. Can I go now?
That you're having to go through this.
I have to go through it for 90 more days, and that means 90 more days means that I can never have a bad moment.
This dude feels like he's been on the phone for 90 days.
On the wrong side of the bed. The guard tells me to do this. I have to say yes, sir. And now I've just taken it to the extreme. I've taken it to the military extreme. Sir, yes, sir. There's just going to be no way in hell that folks inside of here could say I didn't follow the rules. I not only did I follow the rules, I followed the rules to a T with respect, and that's the other thing that I learned, as I laid in this bed for all these hours every day. Robert Shapiro, when he represented me in 2002, and we beat 5 felony charges, which were bogus, and I've written extensively about it now.
5 felony charges.
He showed respect and deference to every single person in the court, from the court clerk to the reporter to the
he's been there 2 weeks now,
guard, to the bailiff, to the judge, to the district attorney. I just remember how sweet he was, and I didn't do that. And so now I'm going to mimic what Robert Shapiro did when he represented me in 2002, and I'm going to do exactly as he did. I'm going to be the nicest guy in the whole wide world. Matter of fact, even when I speak to people from now on, I'm going to think in my head, reply nicely. Do it nicely. Even when I audit cops, I'll tell them, I'll say, sir, please don't give me directives. If you could, that would be great, because I'm only invoking my First Amendment right here. I'm not here to try to get myself arrested. I'm here to just film this interaction. I can still do what I do intensely. I can still do what I do without giving up my footing. But at the same time, I can be nice. Just like in Roadhouse. Remember Bill Patrick Swayze movie? I don't care what you do, but be nice. And then apply that to what Shapiro did in court. He was nice. And then apply that to what I didn't do in court. I wasn't nice, and now I'm in a freaking dungeon. And then the Honorable Judge Leavitt, she may have seen that case, and she got thousands of emails from people, thousands. And so she got thousands of emails, and half of them were hatred, half of them were love. And so, I'm sure that she's a person, she was affected by that. And so, it is what it is.
Free Chille! That would be a hilarious gift to buy somebody.
Should buy it for Sean.
Sean, yeah.
He has to wear it on stream.
Okay, so I've got a couple of these TikToks that I've made for fun, and hang on a sec. But I get the most interesting comments on them, right? So I play the TikTok first because I like my TikToks. Hang on.
In Ohio,
Hang on.
just making sure the phone stays charged so you can
Can you hear it, all right?
the jackboot thugs coming down here. And just so you know, you ain't putting me in handcuffs. No chance. You're not putting me in handcuffs. You want to try it? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm more than willing to go with you in the event that I'm forced, but you're not going to put me in torture cuffs. You want to arrest me for protesting? Do it. And I'll show you how easy.
Stand with you, Chille.
But you're not putting me in torture cuffs. That's not going to happen. I'm a full-grown man. In Ohio, you are horrible. You're a horrible person. How you guys doing? You guys here to meet me?
Okay, so I'm just going to stop that now. All right, so there's a guy here who's been commenting, because this has only been up for a few hours. I've only got a few comments on this one. But there's this guy who's been commenting, and he says he has warrants in Ohio, and then another guy says, I wonder if Ohio will expedite when released from Nevada. And this other guy goes, yeah, I hope so. He's a real piece of shit. On his podcast, he wished bone cancer on cops' kids. What?
Jesus.
Really? Okay. And he continued to comment that in response to a few other people.
Wow.
Like, he's really on that. Like, this guy's serious. He's like, yeah, he's done that. And he also goes, Chille went to rehab to avoid conviction for manufacturing and distribution of GHB. A real fraud, really? And I said, serious? Wow. Did you know he was also one of the original Power Rangers? Yeah. And on this other one, I've got this one here. Hang on.
I'm willing to go with you, boys. You don't need to put torture cuffs on me, and you're
I've
not
got
looking at my ass.
70 comments on this one.
Unless you're ready to kill me, you're not looking at my ass. It's not happening. It will not happen. You take me to your dungeon, I'm not stripping down naked for you. It's not going to happen.
People
That's
like
done.
this one.
Your guards are bringing in the drugs. I'm not going to be stripped down naked. And if you're going to tase me and strap me to a chair, you better bring some boys, because I'm not going to go. You're not looking at my ass. That's not going to happen.
People like the ass one.
You want to beat the shit out of me? Do it. 2-3 guys could beat me up. I'm not Superman. I'm a regular dude.
Yeah, apart from my Nick Godejohn ones, these are some of my most popular TikToks actually. Anyway, well, as far as comments are concerned, people can't help but comment on these ones because they hate you. Like, a very, very little. Okay, occasionally I get someone come on there and go, you know, he's fighting for your rights. But then everyone just comes in and goes, he's a dickhead. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into the story, guys. So, right. So we were up to this part here. Someone finally gave him an Apple charger. And all right, so let's keep going, guys.
It's portable.
We're going to get
God bless
to
you. Thank you so much.
the big moment tonight.
Please don't leave. Do you want to? Can you give Terry your number so I can get your charger back to you? Terry, you come back when you're done at the grocery store, all right? I'm going to teach you a class today. It doesn't cost you anything. Take her number so I can get her charger back to her. She brought me in a portable charger so I can continue to talk on the phone. My sound's going to change a little bit here for a second.
Okay, Malcolm.
So grateful to this woman who brought this down. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trey. This works, right? I just plug this fat chicken in and we're charging. 1 second, I'm gonna check that. So we want transparency. That's all we want. That's all we're asking for. We will assemble, we will petition, and we will protest. That's what we're doing here tonight, right here at the Ironton City Center, and we don't stop. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So that cop, Grover, he wanted to come in and he wanted to, he acted like he wanted to take the classes. But then at the end of the day, what we found out is that he wanted to try to threaten me and tell me that I had broke Ohio revised code. You know what? I'm more than welcome to go to court on it. Let's go to court on it so that I can be the plaintiff. So we can go keep going all the way up and see if there's going to be justice in America. If you can be free press. Everything I've ever said is allegedly, allegations. These people are accused of sleeping with women in the jail. I posted the confidential informant's video last night. And again, she didn't want to go on camera. She didn't want her voice recognized because she's afraid. Why are people here afraid to tell the truth out loud? Why is that? I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I went through the things I went through in life where I had to deal with fear and anxiety and people trying to intimidate me and hurt me. I'm so glad that happened, because what that did for me was now all the fear's out of me. I'm now mad. I'm now angry. I'm indignant. Tawny in Arizona, my cousin. I've heard the word indignant. I've used the word indignant before, but it's a little bit different because now, you know, Tawny and I investigated the definition of the word. We investigated the origins of the word, and when you get to it, you know, indignant is the proper word. Most people here in this town are rightfully indignant. I love coffee. I love black coffee, right? Oh, by the way, you want to hear something really funny? The other day, I was at Trader's Cafe. I was at Trader's coffee shop, and they said, "How do you want your coffee?" And I said, "Hot and black, just like I like my women." That's what I said to them. And then later in chats, that person tried to say that I said something racist. Incredible. Just whoever it was that was at Trader's Coffee that said that, I'll say anything I ever say. Are you guys doing? You guys coming down? Thank you. I'll say anything I ever say out loud in front of camera, in front of everybody. Hot and black, just like I like my women.
Men. I mean women.
Because I like all women.
My men. Sorry, women.
Like every color, I like every creed, I like every
Black,
height,
bitter,
like
preferably
almost
fair
every shade.
trade.
You know, I'm a bit of a health fanatic, so I tend to date people who are similar to myself. But she tried to. They tried to say that I said something racist about coffee. Anything to silence you. Anything. I have, just so you guys know, I have family members who have disowned me that I don't talk to anymore. That have nothing to do with me, won't speak to me. They won't talk to me. Family who disowned me. Literally disowned me. That don't have any communication with me, they don't talk to me, and I'm not going to go into detail about who they are, but family who's disowned me. If you didn't disown me, why aren't we talking? Because I told them that cops are scum. Cops are scum buckets. You have to be a real piece of shit to sign up to be a cop. How could you put torture cuffs on someone and think that you're good? I said something to a family member, and I said, "I hope he burns in hell," and then the guy died. Isn't that crazy, right? He was big, you know? And so now I have family members who won't speak to me. They don't have anything to do with it.
I wonder why.
You know, but people will say and do anything.
Imagine if he was in your family.
But the thing is that cameras rolling, guys. Everybody sees everything now. So, and I don't have anything I've ever done on camera, ever in the history of my lifetime, that would shame me. I've never assaulted a woman. I've never hurt a child. I've never done anything that would embarrass me ever in my entire life.
Really?
I did things that were illegal, fist fights before I was 25. I mean, whatever, just stuff I've done wrong that's not right to do. I've done wrong.
He's never done anything that would embarrass him. Please. Come on now, sir. I can think of about 50.
I can see this guy like an elementary school.
Them.
Just going around. Hey, do you know about your rights, little kid? Come here, sit on my lap, and I'll tell you about the pigs.
The pigs. Sir, if you're not embarrassed by the things that you have done, there's something very wrong with you. Goodness me. We'll start with the Black Power Ranger for one.
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
so he can't be a racist. He was a Black Power Ranger.
That's correct. Okay, wishing bone cancer on cops' children, if that's true, is despicable. Going around calling police officers the names that you do is despicable, because they've chosen a career. Like, they're human beings. Everyone's a human being. If you don't like the role that they've chosen in life, that doesn't mean that you have a go at them personally. Like, fine, if you don't like the system, you don't like the system, but that doesn't mean that you go after people personally. I just, seriously, this guy's an idiot. Dear me.
Things that I regret, I repent for, I'm sorry. But I haven't done anything. I haven't murdered anybody. I haven't sexually assaulted a woman. I haven't abused a child. I haven't done anything like that. So because of those reasons, I feel empowered. Because the times I did get taken to the dungeon for disorderly conduct. By the way, you guys have heard how many people have been arrested here for disorderly conduct? Right. Me too. Those are most of my arrests. Were disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct, not following the rules of a government official. And by the way, the police reports floating around about me, they're fake. The criminal record about me, it's fake.
Oh, it's fake.
It's fake. You can show it to me in front of me. It's fake. I don't have a criminal record. It's fake. It's fake. Just like some of the things on TikTok, they Photoshop those things to try to make it say that I had said something racist. They're fake. They're fake. I have black people in my family. I was raised of the 2 or 3 black boys in my life. One was my uncle. He was my age. We were raised together in the same house. I lived at my grandma's house when I was real little, and then my aunt and uncles as I got older. So yeah, it's all bullshit.
Not only do I have a black friend, I have a black family member too. So check and or mate.
Check and or mate. I'm friends with many black people, or one. There's even one next door.
Hey, you think I'm racist or my family's racist? My great-great-great-grandfather had employees on his farm that were black. And they even lived on his farm. And he fed them. Yeah. And they worked for him.
Yeah.
So I cannot be racist.
And they he even had meals with them sometimes. Or they were in the kitchen.
Well, they even prepared his food.
Wow. Do you remember that episode of Seinfeld where George decided that he was friends with that black family, and like he decided to like go and have movie nights with them, like, and he just like went in their house and like sat next to them, and they were like, "Who is this man? Who is this man?" Yeah, it's like, so what are we gonna watch tonight? It's like, why is he here? Why is he eating with us?
Yeah.
We're great friends. Dear me.
It's a way to discredit you because you're leading. That's what it is. Just remember that. Just remember that. You will continue to hear negative things about me. People will continue to say, "Oh, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Thanks a lot."
Oh, thank you for the super chat.
For the people who are sponsoring and the people who chipped in money, thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Because I'm poor.
Yeah, just
I'm not rich. If I was rich, I'd get my teeth fixed. I get my teeth fixed. See that what I did? I tell you what, I fit right in. If I talk like that, I tell you some bitch. Right? But they think I smoke meth because I ain't got no teeth. That's right. I ain't got no teeth. I need an implant doctor. I got one in Dallas. So you see, I'm just like you. I'm poor. I ain't got no teeth. I'm just a regular person, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you love black.
I'm just a regular person who yesterday, just so you know, freaking media and I, when we left, you know what we did? When freaking media and I left, we went and started researching Supreme Court cases. We researched the federal case of Eubanks versus Woods. I'm saying it's Woods versus Eubanks 2021. That's what freaking media and Michigan Constitutional, I think it's Michigan Constitutional News or Michigan Constitutional Scholar. I can't remember his exact handle. I want to make sure can someone make sure we type his name properly? It was thank you for the support. It was Michigan Constitutional. What was his handle? I subscribed to his channel, but you see, unless it's case law, I don't memorize things that I should memorize. I should memorize his handle. Thank you, Davin. Good. Appreciate the support. God bless you. Appreciate you guys. Jeremy and Shauna, love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys paid my car note in December. I didn't have a dime. I didn't have any money. And you know, when I talk about the emotional times I've had, just so you know, when Jeremy and Shauna paid my car note in December, we sat on the phone and cried. Yeah.
Beta.
We sure did, didn't we? And then when I got back on my feet, you know what I did? I sent Jeremy and Shauna a sweatshirt and a t-shirt and a trifold, because as soon as I got back on my feet, I wanted to give back to those people who had given to me. So I sent them sweatshirts and t-shirts and trifolds. Thank you. You gave them a trifold. So, but just so you know, in December, you know, that was a pretty intense conversation because Jeremy actually figured it out. He said, "Man, well, if they've cut you off financially and you have no outreach to anybody," Jeremy got me on the phone and said, "You don't have any money, do you?" And I said, "No." He said, "How are you going to pay your car note?" I said, "I don't know." And then 10 registered from anyone to 3 to 8. Okay, tell them to come down. Text or tell them to come down to the city center. And Jeremy got me on the phone and said, "Chille, we know you don't have your car note. We know you don't." And then Jeremy cash out me my car note. So you want to talk about humbling? You know, you want to talk about going from from 300,000 subscribers on TikTok and supporters and people who believed in you to a mob calling you racist. And I experienced cancel culture in the biggest way you've ever experienced, where people were telling me they're going to come kill me. People were telling me that my life's in danger, that I'm going to die. I had to hide my location. My mom told someone my location.
I don't want to pay my mortgage.
There were so many death threats, so many death threats. It was death threat after death threat after death threat after death threat, right? So scary for me as a person, because just so you know, thank you, I appreciate you guys. Just so you know, anytime there's, just so you know, if 10 people, just 10 people, right now start texting you and telling you that you're in danger, we're going to hurt you.
Half Irish. At least he's not going after an old lady.
You're a piece of garbage. Just 10 people. It rocks you, right? Now imagine 10,000 people. 10,000 people who've never seen a video you've made, who have never spoken to you, who've never communicated with you. They heard from Talib Kweli that I'm racist, and so they began to call me a racist and tell me these horrifically bad things about me. They've never seen anything I produced. They never watched a single lecture I taught, not one, ever. And all of a sudden there was 10,000 people telling me, I have screenshots, everything, because I'm suing those people. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to do that. It caused me so much, strife, it caused me so much difficulty in my heart. Is this bathroom? That is green shit. I hope everything comes out right. Yes, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Thank you, appreciate it. And you know, but the point is you know, the metamorphosis that truly changed me. There was a time, there was a day, it was a night.
Oh, here we go.
I was in the drive-thru at In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, I've heard this.
And Breonna Taylor
had
just been no-knock raided and murdered. No-knock raided. We're going to end those. When I'm governor, no more raiding people's homes. Done. No more raiding people's businesses. That's done. We're going to do a siege. We're going to use cameras. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And so what happened, here's the metamorphosis for me. Here's when everything switched. Breonna Taylor was murdered May 25th, 2020. That's the day she was murdered. And I'm sorry, is it May 13th and George Floyd was killed April 13th? May 13th or May 25th, because George Floyd was murdered. That was in May, and then, anyway, so here's what happened. Yeah. And then what happened was, the night that Breonna was murdered, like a couple days later, maybe 2-3 days later at the most, my sister called
Chille became Chille.
and she said, Jose, how are you feeling? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, Breonna Taylor was just no-knock raided and murdered. How are you feeling? And I told my sister, I mean, it's terrible, it's horrible. I feel terrible for her. And my sister said, Jose, you were no-knock raided twice. You lived. How do you feel? And I said to my sister, I was no-knock raided. My brain had blocked it out. My brain had deleted the memory. It was gone. Me being no-knock raided 18 years, 19 years later, it was gone. It didn't exist. It was not in my head. And my sister said, let's talk about it. And we started to walk down the road of my no-knock raid. The lasers in my eyes, the 10 guys in SWAT gear. We started to walk down the road. And let me tell you something.
We need music.
By the end of the conversation, I was sobbing in my car, my burger, my fries, everything had melted right there in the seat next to me. And at that time, right there, at that very exact moment, that night, sitting next to my sister on the phone, I said to my sister, I'm going to change this. A day of reckoning had hit me. And I said, I'm going to change it. I swear to you, Anna, I'm going to change this. I swear to you, I'm going to change it. And I was sobbing, tears. My whole shirt was a mess. I was snotting boogers because I was crying, sobbing, walking through the no-knock raid. And that was the day that I decided that I would dedicate the rest of my life to overturning Terry versus Ohio. That was the night. That was the exact moment when I changed everything.
Pause up. Don't.
And I said, I will let my truth be told. I will tell everything about myself. I will not hide anything. I will not lie about anything. I'll just tell the truth about me. And then the people will come when they know the truth. And so I've done that ever since. And I haven't stopped. I haven't altered. I haven't changed in any way, shape, or form. I've not altered a single thing about myself other than the truth. You hear me sometimes. I'll talk and I'll go, oh, no, wait. It wasn't a dozen times. It was just 5 times, right? You hear me correct myself all the time because we're so used to lying. You're so used to lying. You're so used to lying. It's okay to lie. Just a little bit, right? How'd it go? It came out right. All right. You're so used to being able to lie. The only place that I still lie, and I still...
Yes.
That's amazing. You said a whole truckload of words that had no meaning.
I don't think I had the sound right.
That's amazing. You said a whole truckload of words that had no meaning.
Hang on. Seraph was feeling like really intense about all that. You starting to buy it? You getting into this? You getting into the Chille thing? You're starting to feel like you're getting on board with Chille at the moment? Hey? Yeah. Right. So it was
amazing.
the Breonna Taylor thing. It was Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor did it. Actually, no, it was her sister's fault. Half Irish. Sister's fault. I want to know why they no-knock-rated him twice 20 years ago. Why? What did he do? Was it the GHB,
Oh,
guys?
maybe.
Was it the GHB? Seraph is
Probably.
inspired. Maybe that was true. Maybe there's more to Chille's past. There's a lot in Chille's past, guys. I think we need to look into this a bit more. So there was snot and tears, and there was melted ice creams and burgers and things when he was talking to his sister about Breonna Taylor. And that's what started all this. Now, apparently, since then, he hasn't lied. Right, let's keep going.
Reach around.
This is full on reach around.
Still lie. Here's where I still lie. I'm on my way. I'm in my car. I'm coming out the door. I still lie. I'm trying to get better about it, but we all tell these little tiny lies, and it becomes okay to lie. It's not. The truth. The truth.
We'll
You have to
set
tell the
free.
truth. So that was the time I changed. That night. That's the day you met me. That's the day I became reborn. Well, there was that 2018 experience I'm not going to get into here. But just so you know, we need 100 people. I need 100 people right here. I need 100 people in the city center right here. Yeah. Thank you guys for the super chats. God bless you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna eventually get these teeth fixed. My buddy Matt's got a guy over in Dallas. Thanks, Curtis. Hey, Curtis from Alaska. What's up, brother? My hometown friends are watching now. Do you know that? My hometown friends in Alaska are watching now. I'm getting messages now from hometown friends back in AK. Love you guys, man. Love everybody back in Alaska. It has been such a journey, hasn't it? Haven't we taken a journey together? Didn't we start off in elementary school and grow up together?
If they were your friends, they'd be telling you to.
So this would be my 30th year anniversary of being done with high school. This is my 30th year anniversary of graduating from high school. And there was nothing real big that a few people got together for their 30th high school reunion. I didn't participate in anything. I've been just locked in doing what I'm doing. But haven't we been down a journey together? It's been so beautiful to watch my classmates from Alaska. Dan Banyan.
You beat me up daily for years.
Dan, aren't you up here in Ohio? Dan Banyan. Dan Banyan. Wow. Thanks for the support, Dan. Dan and I go back. I think, Dan, when were you in LA? I can't remember exactly. But we go back. We go back quite a ways, and we've been down the road and talked for a long time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Talked for a long time. This is going to be I'm coming right back. I'm going to set up my residency here.
Thanks for the super chat.
This is the corrupt town. Thank you. This is the corruption. This is where the cesspool is. So all you cops talking about me on Facebook, welcome me home, boys. Welcome me home. Thanks for letting me come right here to root out this corruption.
They'll welcome you home in a minute. Thank you so much, Shivels. I love having you around.
I guess I'm going to well, listen, if you don't pay that tip, you go to the dungeon. That's the last place have you heard about the dungeon? I've heard it. Ticket around here, you go to prison. I just want to make sure that I get paid. Make sure you pay. Because around here, you will turn around, squat, and cough. It's just a seatbelt ticket.
Turn around.
Oh, but that doesn't matter. They'll take you to the dungeon. Yep. They'll take you to the dungeon. Oh, really? If that seatbelt fine for a driver, only you know. You got to pay the court costs, and you got to bond out. They probably impound your car so they can steal it, put it on the Ironton auction. If they arrest you in your car, then they impound your car right away. $50 or $75 day fee. You been arrested before? They put the torture cuffs on you? Do you remember how? But when the cuffs first went on, do you remember the pain? They was actually loose. Oh, they was loose? I got lucky. There was a guy yesterday I watched on Lackluster's channel where they put the cuffs on loose. They put cuffs on loose because they didn't want to hurt him because it was a welfare check. And thank you. And then what happened from that welfare check, it turns into let's tase him. By the way, Lackluster, I couldn't get through the whole video, bro. I was sick to my stomach. When you guys comment, I put a timestamp every time I comment. So, oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers. 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 A new day has come. A new day has come. Change has arrived.
Do you ejaculate?
Someone got him coffee.
Walk tall, carry a big camera. Walk tall and carry a big camera. What they used to say, walk tall and carry a big stick. Guess what? Those days are dead. We're not going to fight. That's a crowd. It sucks. I guess there's so many people watching, The only thing that
there's
sucks
so
is,
many people
typically when I drink
watching.
coffee, I take out my fake teeth so that I don't stain my fake teeth. Because this little apparatus right here is like $100, and you know what I mean? And I got to go back to Arizona to get my apparatus fixed again, so I don't want to stain my papers. She's playing music so that I can't be right here, but when the people get here, stuff's going to change.
He's so happy about the people watching. However, I wonder how many of them are actually supporting.
See, she can do whatever she wants right now, but when we have 100 people assembled, that's going to change. They're doing everything they can down there at that defense lawyer's office. Whoever that defense lawyer is down there, what an embarrassment, man. What an embarrassment. Really, you're an embarrassment to transparency. You're an embarrassment to justice. You're an embarrassment. Your parents should be ashamed of you.
What did that defense lawyer do to piss you off so much? He did nothing.
For 5 minutes, and
You saw him.
I typically just chug my coffee.
He was just standing there.
I don't love it, but I do love the feeling I get from the coffee. That's for damn sure. So there it is. I'm just waiting for 100 people. I'm waiting for 100 people down here.
We're still waiting for that 100 people. We're waiting for one.
And assemble peacefully. I got coffee. Thank you so much. I do.
That was legitimately half an hour ago that
it is what it is. It is what it is. And by the way, I've been thinking about this for a long time, right? I thought about where am I going to move? Because I'm so sick of the government in California with the mandates. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I have not been a Democrat since 2008, since Barack Obama broke all of our hearts and showed that he didn't deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. He deserved a dungeon. Barack Obama droned to death 1 million people, 1 million human beings he murdered. In the name of Homeland Security. Those guys in the pickup trucks over there with the guns in the back can't get here, bro. So anyway, I have not voted for a Democrat or Republican since 2008. I have voted straight independent down the line. And then when they tried to force feed you have to vote for women, I didn't vote for women. I only voted for independent men. And then I voted for a woman for president in 2020. I voted for the libertarian female candidate. I don't like to be force-fed anything. No American does. No American wants to be force-fed what they're going to do, what they're going to say, how they're going to say it. And, by the way, I now say blacks instead of black people. And the reason why, here's the reason why, a lot of black people got mad at me when I said blacks. Throughout the history books, you read blacks. I don't say that anymore because you don't say Mexican people or Asian people. You say Asians. You say Mexicans. You say blacks or African Americans. But I'm not going to be forced verbiage into my mouth. I'll say any words I want, including you, if you make me say that to you. So I'm going to say what I want.
Sure. Do you
I'm not
love
going to
white
have
people?
thought police tell me what Now, I put my pronouns up, he, him, because I have trans people in my family. And I want to hold space for them to have the pronouns they want. I don't think it's the right solution, but I'm doing it just out of support for my family. We're going to figure out a solution for new trans sports, trans women's sports, trans men's sports. There's like 5 million trans people in America. Sooner or later, we're not going to throw them in a garbage disposal. We got to figure out what to do, which means we need 2 new sports divisions because I don't want trans women competing against biological women. I don't want that. I'm just laying out my positions here so that people can decide if they want to support this mission or not, because I'm running for governor. The campaign began. Sam, your job's first. Your job's first, Sam. Come on for your job first, Sammy. Come on in, people. Welcome to come on in. Lots of people circling.
The reason he doesn't like Sam.
Lots of people circling.
Let's just be clear, right?
So
the reason he doesn't like Sam, the mayor, is because he hasn't called him back today, and given him an answer today about renting the space in the town hall today that he wants to use to teach his classes on constitutional law today, right? And therefore have that space in the town hall because he thinks he is entitled to have that space. And if Sammy, he won't call him by his full name. As far as he's concerned, it's Sam. He won't call him the mayor. He won't call him his full name. It's just Sam or Sammy. He expects Sam to just drop everything. He's in meetings, by the way. Just drop everything and come down and sign the paper and allow him to have access to that space in the town hall. So as far as he's concerned, he's going to be mayor. And the very first thing he's going to do is sack the mayor because the mayor did not drop everything and give him and sign over space in the town hall. So that's how entitled this man is. Now, as far as his stance, as far as transgender people, as far as racial issues, as far as the way he votes, whatever, he can have his own opinions. but he's basically putting it out there and say, this is how I go, and if you don't agree with me, then you're not on my side. So he's basically just going, okay, well, therefore I'm going to alienate like a ton of my audience because a bunch of them aren't going to agree, right? Sure. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how are you going to therefore, how many people are going to agree with every single thing you just said? Especially in America when people are very divided politically.
You just
I find it very
alienated
strange.
like every single person imaginable.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's like how likely is it that everybody that is watching, apparently there's 1,400 people watching it, how likely is it that 1,400 people are going to go, yeah, I did that too. I voted independent. I voted for only men, and then I call everyone blacks, and I agree with you on the transgender thing as well, and they should just be exactly like sports for those people and la la la. How likely is it that they're all going to go tick, 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 tick? Agree, Chille. You're so right, Chille. Or if I didn't do the same thing, then I now change my opinion because you're Chille and you're right because you're Chille. So weird. So he really thinks that he can just like dictate everyone's opinion, right? Like, am I wrong on this? Like, who the hell does he think he is? Hello, Aussie True Crime. How are you? But conservatives tend to be okay with law enforcement. I think they do, don't they? I don't know. I mean, this is why I'm like, hello, like, I'm an Australian. Tell me if I'm wrong, but this dude seems to just be alienating himself from a lot of people. He's a walking contradiction. Yeah, totally. All right, let's keep going. He got ghosted by Sam. Yeah, he sure did. Sam's just not that into it.
Come on down. We need 100 people here. We need 100 people in this lobby right here so we can peacefully assemble, peacefully protest. They cannot arrest us if we are peaceful. You're not on camera. You're not on camera, no. No. Just audio.
I don't need to.
Well, no one can understand what you're saying. You tell me what you're saying.
There's something happening to our family. When you get to all this, it's big.
Well, why don't you come on in?
I can't right now. I can tell.
Come on in the bathroom right here. I'll shut the door. Come on in. I'll shut the door and I'll lock it. No one will come in. Come in here. Just walk in here. Anybody in here? No one's in here. Come on in. I'm gonna shut the door. I'm gonna put my foot in front of this door here so no one can come in. I'm gonna put my microphone in so people can hear what you're saying.
Whoa!
Okay. Why can't you? Just whisper so they can't understand your voice. Just come right here and talk in this microphone so people can know that. Wait, you're not a drug addict though. You guys are totally clean cut. You Republicans?
No.
You're Democrats?
No,
He's a Republican?
I will vote for the person I think is best.
You vote for the person you think is best?
I mean, I'm basically, I'm a registered Democrat.
You're a registered Democrat?
I lean more toward the Dems.
You lean more toward the Dems? But you guys are way clean cut. You're not addicted to meth?
No.
I'm a teacher.
Okay, well, come on over. Just tell me your story. Just talk
You're
right
not
here. No one can
addicted to
understand.
meth.
But there's been something really done wrong.
What's been done wrong?
Our son was assaulted.
Our son was assaulted.
First, his life was threatened.
His life was threatened.
He was assaulted.
Who threatened his life and who assaulted
I
him?
can't say until we can make sure we can say the person's name.
You don't have to say their name, but who? Your son was assaulted by a police officer?
No.
By a different person?
The police actually handled it well for us.
Okay.
The police did their part. It's higher ups.
It's higher ups?
Yes.
Who higher up?
That didn't want to.
Judges?
They didn't
Prosecutor?
want to prosecute it.
Is it Anderson? Yes, it's Anderson. So Anderson didn't prosecute your son's assault?
Nope.
Why?
He kept saying he would send it to another
Can
Another
you
term.
hold this for a while?
We're live. We're live.
I can't right now.
We can't undo this. There's 1,400 people here right now, and that's only going to spread. That Anderson did not prosecute the clear.
He turned it over to them.
He turned it over? Here you go. Okay, let me finish this real
It
quick.
was turned over to another prosecutor.
It was turned over to another
In
prosecutor
another county.
in another county.
I can't believe he just asked them if they were addicted to meth. He just said, "You're way clean cut. You're not addicted to meth." Ha! What a rude prick. Hi, Michael Boyle. Conservatives have really split on police support. Police support has decreased with them enforcing VID mandates, not supporting BLM protests, etc. Interesting. Okay.
That's a good point, Hella. You're muted. Is she going to realize this? What is going on? Can you all hear me? My audio is fine. Hello? You're muted. You're muted. Sean, you're muted. Sean. What's going on? This is weird. Okay, Hella's going to fix it. She's on it. You can do it. I believe in you.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. What's
What
wrong?
happened?
I have no idea. You were just muted.
That's so weird.
Did you hear me?
I couldn't hear you, no.
Really?
I couldn't hear you at all. And so I was talking all that time, you couldn't hear me?
No. Wait, seriously, Matt?
Sal's muted too. Yeah, you're muted. So hang on a minute. So, was Sal muted that entire time, or was it just me?
No, I think it was just you.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. What I was saying, I'm not still muted. Stop it. Anyway, all right. So what I was trying to say just now was that he's trying to get mad about these people have come up to him, and he's really hoping that they say that the cops have screwed them over, right? But unfortunately for him, they haven't, right? So they're like, he's like, oh, finally, there's some people who've come up, and they're like, here's my chance to get mad at the cops. But unfortunately, the cops haven't done anything to them. So, well, did the cops stuff you around? And they're like, oh no, the cops actually handled it pretty well. And he's like, oh. So was it someone higher up? And they're like, yeah, someone higher up. And he's like, oh great, who? Was it the courts? Someone judges? And they're like, yeah, they handed it off to another jurisdiction. And he's like, oh, why'd they do that? Like that. And like, unfortunately, the issue that they have is kind of a bit of a nothing burger. Like that kind of stuff kind of happens. Yeah. And yeah, if it's a jurisdictional issue, if they can't handle it in their jurisdiction and it got passed off to somebody else, maybe something's going on there that is, I mean, he'd have to look into it further to know whether or not it's something to be mad about, right? Like, to just go into blind rage about something like this is a little bit sort of dumb. Yeah. But of course, he has people there, and it's a chance to be mad at the system because that's what he does. But really, like, the smarter thing to do would be like, I'm very sorry to hear about this. I would want to look into it further. And of course, like, it sounds terrible for you. No. Rather than just be like blindly, oh, the tyranny. Yeah. So he's looking for outrage, of course. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, I like the look on his face when he said, oh, is it the cops? And they went, no, the cops handled it quite well. And he's like, damn it.
Did they prosecute?
They did not prosecute, and then they told our son they weren't going to prosecute.
Why weren't they going to prosecute an assault?
They couldn't win the case, and they got tired of
I can poke fun at you.
Got tired of Ironton dumps their problems over another county?
And then people told us that this guy didn't even do felony cases.
So the prosecutor here told you
No,
that he was
he did give it up to.
right. So, but he gave up your case in the jurisdiction here.
Because there were some connections with the case and he didn't want involved. So we sort of understood that right from the beginning.
But that's it. Okay, I understand that. But you understand there's something called jurisdiction. It's a very big deal. It's huge.
Huge.
I understand it. Our
And-
son's going to be very upset with us
Why is he going to be upset with you?
because he's
Because he's a victim. Because he's scared.
Well, he just is.
It's horrible. You got, so what's the word you're looking for?
It's been almost 6 months.
What do you want done? You want
I want
justice. Justice.
Justice.
You want justice.
Amazing.
Political people behind it pushing it that wanted it
The
stopped.
reason it don't stop is because we know there's someone behind the scenes.
There's someone behind the scenes in government at higher levels that's stopping the prosecution of an assault.
Maybe not higher levels, but.
Well, higher than this level.
Prosecution.
We're
Now we
regular
want
citizens. We don't have any
prosecution.
power. We live under the social contract, meaning we respect the rule of law because they're supposed to protect us, offer us food, shelter, and warmth if we can't provide those things. And we agree to live by laws.
There's
Under,
photographs of his injuries. He had to have surgery.
he had to have surgery. So he was majorly assaulted.
Yes.
Wow.
After his
Wow.
accident in August.
And yeah, it was threatened. He went to the sheriff before that
Wow.
and filed it. And he didn't file. The sheriff deputy called and warned this guy not to.
Ronnie,
It's pretty sad that you have to disguise your voices and hide and you can't just call them out. That's pretty sad.
Well,
Oh, don't cry, honey. Don't cry.
Oh,
You're going to make me cry. I'm super emotional right now. So please don't make me cry with this many people watching.
he's a bit of a crier.
I'm not leaving.
they don't treat people.
I'm moving here.
They don't treat people.
I'm packing up. I'm moving right here. I'm moving from California. I'm changing my residency to Ohio.
Oh,
Terry
you
versus
think you
Ohio's here.
are?
I'm getting rid of it here. Oh, honey, don't cry, please.
I
mean,
doubt
Kim,
it.
You're going to make me cry. In this moment.
Yeah, I got news for you, Chille.
Because he's trying to get
That ain't happening.
something else going, something else going.
Beta.
You're not on camera. They can just hear your voice.
Can we just end it for now?
Yeah, whatever you want. I don't want to re-victimize you here. You want to call me? Do you have my number?
To
Terry's
Will
gonna give you my
Chin.
number. Okay, I'm going to hide the camera so no one can see who you guys are. Come on out.
Ugh, chili titty.
Come on out. Terry, can you get their number for me, please? And I'm going to get their number and I'm going to give them a call back.
Yes,
I'll
Yeah,
speak to the
Chille's his
maintenance guy, too.
boyfriend. Sorry, not Chille. Terry's his
I
boyfriend.
know it's bad. She just said it's bad. Okay, no problem.
We have a policy here.
Hey, obscure.
By Sam?
Well, yeah.
Well, we're not leaving.
It's 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay. You have to have 24 hours notice.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're going to stay.
This
So
bit.
Well, at 5 o'clock, you're going to be asked to leave.
I'm not going to leave.
That's what time the building
Well,
closes.
but we're going to stay right here. This is a city building. It's tax funded.
That's fine, but-
We gave an application. Sam can
Okay.
sign the application.
That's fine, but it's got to be 24 hours notice if you approve it.
We're not
Like I
going to do the
said,
24-hour
at
notice.
5 o'clock.
We're conscientiously objecting. If the police want to come here and arrest me, they're welcome to do so.
Okay.
I'll get
pass
to
that
see
along.
the dungeon straight up for myself.
All right. Thank you for your time.
But just so you know,
So he's asking to be arrested.
hey, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm glad you came. You walked all the way here, huh? Need 100 people here. What time is it now?
Still need 100 people, guys. Still
4:14.
need
We have
100
45
people.
minutes. We have 45 minutes
45
before 5 o'clock.
minutes.
Hey, Sam Cramblett. Sam, we filled out an application. We'd like to
Sammy?
rent this space right here. We'd like to rent the space, Sam. We'd like to rent this space, Sam. We'd like to rent the space here, Sammy. That's what we'd like to do. So I'd like to rent the space, Sam. We're trying to rent this space so that we can have an assembly here, so that we can petition and learn our constitutional rights. And that's what's going on. So cops are welcome to come. You're welcome to come. But we're not going to be bullied when this is a city building. And what I have to do is get permission from Sam Cramblett, who keeps ducking. Won't call back.
He's not ducking.
Good to see you, my brother.
Dude,
Good to see you.
you need 24 hours
Appreciate
notice
it.
to
Thank you.
hire the
Appreciate it.
space.
Hey, we're just peacefully assembling here. That's all we're doing. South Carolina versus Edwards, 1963. We have the right to protest, and we have the right to assemble, and we have the right to petition. And if they want to arrest me, they're welcome to do so.
Wow.
But I'll get to see the dungeon then. I'll get to see it myself. So if you guys are coming down to arrest me, you better clean that dungeon up. You better clean the dungeon up, boys. Because in my lawsuit that you violated my constitutional rights, I will give a full testimony of your dungeon.
He's asking to be arrested. And that's interesting conspiracy. So that Terry dude that's with him, he's a nice guy, but he's
Yeah. So far, notice what they've done. For you to have a gun, you got to go get permission. For you to protest, you have to go get permit. For you to march, you have to go check in with your government. For you to get free of cruel and unusual punishment, the 8th Amendment, they'll put you in shackles, torture cuffs. But then the torture cuffs that they put on you, right? Then they'll ask you questions. Your 5th Amendment right to remain silent, what will happen is you will break that 5th Amendment right, and you will talk under torture cuffs. That's what will happen. That's what happened. It's happened to me. I talked. Where are you going? I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to invoke my 5th Amendment right. Put me in torture cuffs for 15 minutes. Man, I'm just going to my girlfriend's house, dude. Let me out of these torture cuffs. Meanwhile, though, if the cops come, more than willing to go with you, boys. You don't need to put torture cuffs on me, and you're not looking up my ass. That's not going to happen.
$50.
Unless you're ready to kill me, you're not looking up my ass. It's not happening. It will not happen.
Thanks.
Take me to your dungeon. I'm not stripping down naked for you. It's not going to happen. That's done. your guards are bringing in the drugs. I'm not going to be stripped down naked. And if you're going to tase me and strap me to a chair, you better bring some boys, because I'm not going to go. You're not looking at my ass. That's not going to happen. You want to beat the shit out of me? Do it. 2 or 3 guys can beat me up. I'm not Superman. I'm a regular dude. 2 or 3 guys can jump me. Two or three guys. This guy's size right here. Why'd you come down? Why are you here?
That's Terry.
When I come down to support it, but this is what I'm gonna tell a lot of people on there. The word of God says, obey the laws of the land. But you can't obey the laws of the land that the cops can't obey it themselves.
Yeah.
And you know, we got to take a stand. And I'm one person, and I will stand with him. Something's got to be done, because they can't just keep running around doing things they want to do. You know, obey the laws of the land, people. If you don't take a stand now, they ain't gonna put a stop to it. They're just gonna make it worse. I mean, I don't fear no man.
15.
Don't fear nothing down here. Only thing I fear is what the Almighty up there can do to me.
Exactly.
So I'm letting you know right now, you need to take a stand. This man's down here to help you. You need to support him. We need 100 people down here, and take a stand now. You all gave your stories. I don't see but 5 or 6 people down here. Where's the rest of them?
Terry. I thought it was Terry.
It's time to shut up or put up.
I agree.
What you want to do.
I agree.
So let's take that stand, people. Make something happen. Make some changes around here, because a lot of changes need to happen. It needs to happen now. And don't let them run over top of you. Don't let them scare you.
Yep.
I've been in that jail several times, and I'm not backing down there. I mean, that's the worst they can do is put me in a dungeon or put me somewhere and treat me like a wild animal. But no matter what, I'll be back.
Yep.
So it's time to take a stand now.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, sir. And we heard his story the other day. I'm sorry. Remind me of the abuse of yours. What was your abuse again?
Like I said, they handcuffed
torture
me.
chair.
In the torture chair.
They torture chaired you.
Yeah, and they punched me in the eye and
punched you in the eye.
Me and everything
tased
else.
You.
I had seizures and left me lay back here. So
didn't give you medication.
No medication.
Stole your stuff. Stole your belongings. Your personal property was stolen.
And I'm still standing down here with him.
No, but you're lying. Everybody, the back to blue people are going to say you're lying.
We're all going to be liars if you don't come down and stand with this man, and quit being scared of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got a right to stand up for your rights.
That's right.
If you let these cops stand up for your rights, you ain't going to make it nowhere. So it's about time you take a stand. You're all taxpayers. You all pay their bills. So let's take a stand, people.
Yeah. Now, they typically have wedding showers and parties and birthdays in this common area?
Yes.
They have, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we can't, right?
You know, I'm going to give you another little thing, too. And it says, John chapter 15, we're the true vine. We're the vine of God. And if we stick together and unite together and stay as one, everything can happen. But when we separate and the sheep goes their own direction, but it's got to be the sheep to be together. It's got to be the sheep. So when the wolves attack, we need to come back. Amazing. The sheep needs to stand together. So I'm letting a lot of you know I am a man of God, and I believe what this man's doing. Wasn't for his help, son, this wouldn't happen. So you ask for his help, so turn around and give your help like you asked him.
And
take your time out and come to help him. Start showing up. Yeah. Thank you. You all hope God bless and have a nice day.
Are you usually this outspoken? Do you usually just get on a pedestal and start talking?
No, I usually stay quiet. I'm a quiet man.
You seem like you're a quiet guy.
And I'm a peaceful man. But sometimes you got to take a stand for the right thing, and this is the right thing to do. We need to take a stand. Don't be scared of them. They can't lock you up for protesting, but they will lock you up if you let them take control.
That's right.
So it's time to put a stop of it. They all hollering the blues, the blues, the blues. They're right. Until it happened to you, you don't understand about being locked up.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, here's the thing, we're protesting. We're petitioning. We're assembling. Ironton.ohiopetition.org. Write your story out. That's an affidavit.
Well,
write your story out.
Teaching classes.
Tell your story. I mean, you got people like this woman right here. You got people like her. Make sure you guys know who she is. Make sure you know who she is. She's really, really not a good person. She just is what she is.
Who is she?
Okay? She's the one who wore the blue heart and with the blue stripe on it because her daddy or her friend or her brother or her lover's a cop. But the truth is that she doesn't care about you people. That's right. You people. Okay, I'll be right here. I'm assembling and I'm petitioning. You people. Right? The blacks heard that. The blacks heard that. The blacks were told, you people. That's what they were called. They said, you people. You people. There's a button on here somewhere you're supposed to push. You know what that button is?
She had it on the side. Right here?
Yeah, there it is. That charges the phone.
One?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Just making sure the phone stays charged so you can videotape the jackboot thugs coming down here. And just so you know, you ain't putting me in handcuffs.
I don't know.
No chance. You're not putting me in handcuffs. You want to try? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm more than willing to go with you in the event that I'm forced.
You people are the cops, I think, Snibbles.
You're not going to torture me. It's not going to happen. We're breaking handcuffs. We're ending them. In Ohio, you are horrible. You're a horrible person. You're horrifically bad. How you guys doing? Are you guys here to meet me or you guys here for something else?
She wants to get a picture, but.
You're welcome.
Can we take it for you?
You guys gonna come down here? Okay, let's take a picture.
She just needs to get a picture.
Sure. This up. Thank you. Thanks for coming. The Ironton and Sheriff's Department, you're not putting me in handcuffs. It's not happening. It's done. Starts here. You want to arrest me for petitioning? You want to arrest me for assembling? You want to arrest me for protesting? Do it. And I'll show you how easy it is. But you're not putting me in torture cuffs. That's not going to happen. I'm a full-grown man. You don't have a right to put me in torture cuffs. You don't have a right to do that. I don't have any drugs on me. I don't have any weapons. I'm not going in torture cuffs. So just so you know, right now at these pig shacks, they're getting all their weapons, getting all their guns, their tasers, their sticks. And who are all those tasers, guns, and sticks for? They're for you. They're for you. They're to hurt you. They're to assault you. Because they have to hurt you. You have to be hurt. What's it like to be on the wrong side of history? What's that like? What is that like? I mean, really, what's it like? She's wearing that blue terror flag on the back of her shirt, too. What's that like? What is that like? What's that like? I don't know. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm just standing by the light over here to get a little light. And are you guys familiar with what's going on in this town? You know what's going on? You do.
I've heard
Have you heard of these people? Have you heard these people's testimony? Have you watched the videos of people testifying that I was tortured, I was put in a torture chair? They looked at if someone took her and looked up her backside, how would you feel about that? Could you imagine that? You look up her backside?
Mm.
For what? For what? For what? Why do you gotta look up someone's backside? How come you gotta look up someone's backside? Why? You think you're solving the drug problem by humiliating people and degrading people and making them turn around, squat, and cough? You think that? I'll never do it. You will never get me to turn around. I will not strip down naked for you. That will not happen. It won't happen. You guys want to kill me? Do it. Do it, because I'm a full-grown man. Get your shockers ready. Get all your weapons ready to hurt me, to torture me, to punish me, because I don't want you looking up my backside. It ain't gonna happen. You're welcome to fight me to it, but I'm not turning around showing you my balls and showing you my backside. That's not going to happen. We're done. It's done. Listen, my goal is to make the national news that this place is corrupt, that strip searches need to end, that raiding people's homes need to end, that Terry versus Ohio's got to go, that we move to a digital era of simple surveillance, of let people do what they want and film them. If they break the law, if they're a thug, if they hurt people, they don't belong on society's streets at that moment until they get the education they need to become a better person. You understand that? Why is that so hard to understand? You take a man who beats a woman and you put him through education, and you put him through love and understanding and groups, and the people who the woman that he beat will get justice if we teach him how to be a better person. If we just abuse that man, he will abuse his next girlfriend, his next wife, he will abuse the next person because you taught him hatred. You taught him, look at the yellow line, don't look at me. Who the hell do you think you are? Look at the yellow line, don't look at me as you walk through a dungeon? You wonder why those paranoid garbage people are doing that. It's because they're afraid that there'll be retribution for treating someone so horribly. Of course. Better stack your caps up. Stack them all up. Go ahead. Get them all ready. Get them all ready. There's a guy down there. He said he won't be put in handcuffs. I won't be. I won't be. I will not be. It's just that simple.
Fight the system.
Classes start right now. I'm down at the community center. What's this place called again? Ironton Municipal City Center. Classes start right now. Come down here. Come down right now. Ironton Municipal City Center. Get down here as quick as you can. Come on down. Come on down. What's the address here? Tell me that address. You guys can put the address in the comment section. You guys can put the address in the comment section. I'm peacefully protesting. I'm peacefully assembling, and I'm going to teach constitutional classes here. I'm going to teach right at the Ironton Police Department is the Ironton Community Center. I'm going to be right here. Hey, Sam Cramlett, why haven't you signed our application? We've applied to use the community center, Sam. I'm more than willing to pay the fee. I'm more than willing to pay the fee. People have super chatted me. I will use that money to pay the fee. 301 South 3rd Street. 301 South 3rd Street. Everybody put that in the comments. 301 South 3rd Street. That's where we are. 301 South 3rd Street. Classes begin at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. 4:45, 5 o'clock. I'll keep rolling live. The classes will begin about 5 o'clock. constitutional classes that teach you that you have a right to petition, you have a right to assemble, you have a right to protest. Okay? And what this is, just so you guys know, this is protesting. I'm protesting right now by being willing. He's in a meeting all day. A new day has come. We will no longer tolerate the treatment of human beings in this fashion. We will no longer accept it, and I'm going to come right here. I'm going to change my residency. I'm going to move here. I'm going to move here. This is the epicenter of, just so you know, if you research Martin Luther King Jr., the reason he went to Alabama, you know why I think about this, is you're a black man, and 54 passes, and there's desegregation happens. Why did MLK Jr. go to Alabama to Selma? Why did he do that? I believe it was Montgomery. It was the Montgomery bus boycott, wasn't it? Or was it the Montgomery bus boycott? I believe it was, right? So that's what happened. And he went to Alabama because that's where the biggest problem was with desegregation in the South. That's where it was. So MLK Jr. went there. I've come here to change the cop problem we have, the lack of transparency we have here. You guys want to torture me? You want to abuse me? Go ahead. Do it. I'll show everybody. I'll get out of the dungeon. I'll show everybody what you did to me. I'll show everybody what you did to me.
I'm going to have to owe you, Brandon.
It's normal. It's normal here. You're not complying. You know how many years I've heard that? He's not complying. He's not complying. And then they just grab you and put you in torture cuffs. That's done. I'm going to get these cuffs banned. I'm going to get them banned. I swear to God. I swear to God above, I will get the cuffs banned. They are going to be banned. It's done. You're no longer going to be able to torture people and strap their arms behind their back. It's done. Can someone post up the South Carolina versus Edwards link, 1963? Can someone post South Carolina versus Edwards, please, 1963? You're going to get that on oyez.org, oyez.org. If you're unfamiliar with oyez.org, please take a look at that website. You can look up any case you want, and that website's going to be sponsored by Cornell University, which I've seen every single lecture that there's ever. Thank you guys. Sam Cramblett. Sam Cramblett? Sam Cramblett, Ironton, 99 cents. Sam Cramblett's in the room. His name is Sam Cramblett Ironton. Do you guys see that? It's a blue 99 cents. Hey, Sam, I sent you, come on down here and sign our application. We'd like to rent this space right now, Sam. And if you don't, Sam, then I'm going to peacefully, consciously object. I'm going to be a conscientious objector. And I'm not going to follow what you say is the law. I'm not going to follow it. Sam. Sam Cramblett Ironton is in the room. Sam, why are you ducking, dude? All these people want to talk to you, Sam. Are you aware of the corruption in this town, Sam? Are you aware of the police department, what they've done? Because Beth Riss was on the city council for 12 years. She said they were aware of the corruption. Beth Riss said when she resigned, she was aware of it. You're probably just in the wrong place. You're probably just in the wrong place, my brother. You're probably just on the wrong page. Sam, why aren't you down here, bro? Hey, thanks for coming.
Maybe he's got other things to do.
Been around here my whole life. Oh yeah? How's it going? Got shit on West Virginia. Oh yeah? West Virginia's worse? Wow. Wow. Let's get a story. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of. You don't mind being on camera? Wow, that's what they did. That's state police. West Virginia did that to you because you wouldn't comply. Pretty much. You won't comply, so they have to use overwhelming force to hurt you. They can't just film him and then show it to the judge and then go sit outside his house, wait for him to come out, tow away his motorcycle, tow away his bike, and say you're eventually going to face justice. They can't do it that way. They have to. How bad was that? What kind of surgery? They snapped the whole femur. They snapped your whole arm, whole leg. You broke your arm like that. Titanium in there. Titanium in there. Wow. Had you just stomped a 6-year-old to death? Had you just stomped? No, I was drinking. I was passed out in the truck. You were drinking. You were passed out in the truck. So you were passed out asleep, and they came to the truck, and you were drunk in the truck. You were passed out. Right. You weren't driving, and they did this to you. They wanted to arrest you for DUI because you're sleeping in the truck.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Brandon. I can't find it. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate it, and I will pay you back. I mean, I will be good for that. And love you, mate. Love you, mate. Love you, mate. I'm actually like, what the hell? Where have I put that? Where have I put that? I hope Seraph hasn't stolen it. I really hope Sheriff hasn't stolen it. Oh, I hope it hasn't fallen out of my bag somewhere. That would be really bad. Yeah. It's nice to have you here, Brandon, too, by the way. I haven't seen you for a little bit. It's nice to have you here. Always appreciate it.
Here's the thing. You're not allowed to sleep in your car. You're not allowed to sleep in your car if you've been drinking. You can't do that. You have to walk on the street so you can get drunken in public. You're not allowed to sleep in your car in America. Why? Why couldn't you sleep in your truck? He's kidding.
I really shouldn't have been. I was sleeping off the drunk. I was
What's wrong with
wrong,
sleeping off the drunk?
but I didn't deserve what they done to me.
Just so you know, my number one supporter for the past couple of years has been Jeff Lloyd. How you guys doing? On the documentary, it's Jeff and Lloyd, right? Jeff Lloyd, there's one thing he wants to change because he's an alcoholic. Come on in, guys. Come on in. He's an alcoholic, and he wants to change and he can't sleep in his car. He has a Maybach. He wants to sleep in his Maybach. How you guys doing? I'm Chille.
They just wanted to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. How you doing? I'm Chille. It's really nice to meet you. It's okay, honey. You don't gotta be scared. How you doing, buddy? You all right? You okay? How you doing, brother?
I met you the other day.
Yeah, I did meet you the other day. Nice to meet you.
Hey, mommy's one told me a story about their uncle.
What's? Oh, you're the one that told the story about your uncle.
Yeah, actually, I can't even show you a picture of that.
Show me the picture. I won't put you on camera.
I know, right?
I sent you a message. But...
So, have you seen? Are they afraid of the police? Is that what's going on here?
Them?
No. Have you seen your parents be afraid of the police? No.
But we don't live in the country.
Oh, you live out in the country?
So this is a normal picture, but I don't think he wants to be on camera.
Oh, okay. So don't show his picture. So
you.
here's a guy I'm looking at. Good-looking, strapping young man. He's big. He's a big dude. He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. About 6 foot. He's got a beard. He looks super healthy. This looks like a full-grown man right here. You probably wouldn't want to tangle with this man right here. Okay.
This is when he came out of jail.
I'm gonna see what happens to him after he comes out of the dungeon.
The dungeon. So is this woman that's arrived, is she actually like
Yeah.
someone who's turned up for him?
I think he spoke with my dad this morning. He was hollering at you. He didn't get to see that.
He's tiny. He's a rail. He's lost all his weight. They tortured him.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, he does.
That's disgusting. Why'd they do this to him? Why?
He's the one that was making his right ones.
And so, why would they do this?
We don't want to show who we are because we have a child that has a case pending right now.
Oh, there's a case? I'm shocked. I'm shocked to hear that. I'm shocked that there's cases on people in this
We
case.
have to be in court.
Oh, I see. I see. So you have to deal with the court stuff, and there's repercussions of.
For their brother.
I see. I see. Well, I'm really sorry, man. I wish you guys should stay because I'm not leaving here. You guys should stay if you want. They'll see you because they're going to call the cops.
We want to have baby support.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And they wanted to meet you.
Big fist. Boom. Big fist. Boom. One more. Boom. Thank you. You better get out of there. I'll see you. Use unfair case by me. I don't want to see. Because they're going to come here and try to say that we don't have a right to be here. And I do.
He actually said, I'm a full-grown man.
Pretty much. I quit drinking after that incident. This was 5 years ago.
What
I
put me into
kind of lost it in the fridge, but they offered when I went
It was in
to
my
court over in West
TikTok
Virginia,
earlier.
offered me 1 to 3.
Well, YouTube shorts.
3 in penitentiary.
You're on the wrong side of history, honey. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's the only picture I think I've got left. Because like I say, I washed it under the bridge. But
What's that? Ew.
And you were fist fighting the cops? Are you?
I was.
You were resisting
I
being
was
put in torture cuffs?
Yeah. And he said he was taking.
You're not
Which I'm a little cocky myself. He said,
Oh, you're an alpha?
he said,
You can't be an alpha around a bunch of females.
That's
he said he was taking me to jail, and I said, not by yourself, you're not. And I resisted a little bit. I never threw no
Because you were
punches.
just drunk in your car, right? You were sleeping it off?
Right.
Were you going to drive away drunk?
No.
You were not going to drive drunk. He didn't want to drive drunk, so he just decided to sleep in his car. But you're not allowed to sleep in your car because you could drive.
It does look like a
It's
drunk
ridiculous.
fight, doesn't it?
So police backup showed up. It's 4 or 5 of them, and
Right.
it's on after that.
Right.
Pretty much over.
Right. And they attacked you like wild
And they
dogs.
even took me to the hospital, and the hospital said there was nothing wrong with my arm, and they took me to Western Regional Jail. And I got there, and they said, go in there and take a pee. I had to pee. And I couldn't even open the door. Just went late.
Well, maybe it didn't look like that
What
when
was
you
wrong
went
with
to the
your arm?
hospital. There's no way they said there was nothing
But you went to
wrong
the
with your
hospital
arm.
originally and they said there's nothing wrong with your arm.
When they even forced blood out of it.
They forced blood out of you, blood test you. Forced it. And so then the people who work at that hospital then they're in cahoots with the cops. Just like the media.
Cabell Huntington Hospital.
Just like the media is in cahoots with the cops. Just like the media. Wow. Pretty sad, man. Pretty sad.
Come down. I pretty much lost my mind. I quit drinking then. It's been almost 5 years.
Oh,
It's the
yeah?
best thing I've ever done.
Quit drinking.
That's all I ever had was a drinking problem. Squashed it.
You squashed it.
It took the West Virginia State Police
Wow.
to wake me up and realize.
Boy,
I've had run-ins down
you
here
had
too.
major surgery on your arm. Do you have a titanium plate in your arm? Yeah.
I just want to come down and call some people down here. So
Yeah. Well, God bless her.
I want to get a picture too.
Sure, grab the camera. Let's take a picture. I'll make sure you don't go on the main camera. My head off. There you go. Just up.
It is
You
manic,
got that?
isn't
Good?
it?
That worked. Okay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming down.
Hang out.
You-
Pretty
you-
far
stay
off.
safe, stay
I wonder
safe.
if he goes through.
You can
Lawz
watch them try to
as
take me in
well.
handcuffs. It's not going to happen.
18 minutes till that.
That's not going to happen. You want to arrest me, boys? Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. After I make my stand and protest properly,
Hey,
then I'll go. I'm not going when you demand it. I'll go. I want to see the dungeon. I'll bet they're cleaning that dungeon up right now because they know I'm not. I'll bet you they're in there cleaning and sweeping and getting anybody with bruises all over their face or getting them out of there so I can't take a first-hand account. Pretty pathetic what this has turned into.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Sam Scramblett won't have a meeting and talk about what's really going on. Why won't you? Sam, why won't you face these people? Why won't you face what's going on,
Sam is
Sam?
out. Sam is in meetings.
No, I did work for
He's
Carl
out.
Blankenship.
Why don't you
You
get
worked for Carl
that?
Blankenship for 14 years?
He's not as bad as you.
No,
say.
Carl's not on trial.
I can't
Carl's
say
not on
nothing
trial.
about it.
It's the two boys that were out.
I can't comment on that.
I went back and I listened to all the tapes, people calling me, telling me, Carl's not the one who's on trial here. It's the police. And I'm not trying to persecute Carl. I'm trying to get his sons for the abuse they've done to dozens and dozens and dozens of people. Carl Blankenship, whatever he does is up to him. I'm not involved with Carl. I'm not going after you, Carl. Now, your good name's on the line, sir. I'm just telling you.
Conspiracy in chat. Who's Carl?
The former governor, the former mayor, Rich Blankenship,
I
right?
don't think they're in relation.
They're no relation?
I don't think so.
Well, Carl Blankenship is not my focus. His sons are Brandon and Kenneth. Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming. Do you have a story you want to tell? Or just coming down to support? Thank you. Thank you. Have you heard about what's going on in this town? You've heard about it? What do people say? What are the stories that you've heard?
Well, my brother, he has a story, but he sent me an email.
If I show you my emails, there's hundreds. So it's not that I'm ignoring anybody.
Yeah.
I just can't get to all the emails.
But it's about Cold Grove, it's not iron.
Oh, so it's okay if the cops over in Cold Grove do it.
No.
Who's
I'm just showing you a bigger perspective.
Who's
I'm an
Carl?
aggressive person, so please
No,
don't.
no, you're fine.
Cops to me are just like iron cops. They don't
Cold
care
Grove,
about anyone.
they don't care about anybody.
It's fine what I think.
Right.
Just like iron.
And you guys have heard. So what happened to your brother over there?
Okay, well, you want to tell the story?
He can tell you.
Okay, well, they have told him that.
It's okay if you don't know.
I don't know how started wrong. Okay, well, my dad was driving towards Cold Grove, and my cousin, I'm not gonna say her name, but she said that my brother ran her off the road, which my brother wasn't in the truck. Okay, well, he gets a court letter.
Is anybody, go slow for me. So one person says they ran another person off the road.
Yeah.
But is that car ruined? Is there a car wreck?
No, because
So it's a he said, she said, there's no car accident, there's no insurance report?
Right.
Okay, so in other words, you could say that I threatened to kill you, and then they come after me like the wild hyenas.
Yeah.
And so and this is someone who was romantically involved with?
Was my cousin.
Your cousin,
Yeah.
so they were your cousin and your brother have.
Right.
Okay, so it's family fight.
Right. It's been going on for a while, but
Right.
I'm not gonna talk about that. But they sent him a court letter saying that he had to go to court, which it wasn't my brother, it was my dad, but my dad didn't even do it.
He wasn't there?
No.
Right, they're actually trying to accuse
And
you.
my brother wasn't even there.
Okay.
And he goes to court, they make him pay a $400 fine, which for something he didn't do.
Right. So you can just call 911 on anybody you want, and the cops will go after them like wild hyenas. Because hyenas are actually a bunch of individually, they're bitches. So that's why I call them wild hyenas, pack of wild dogs. And so then they come to arrest your brother, you just have to go pay the fine.
No, he had to go to court and pay the fine.
But it's a he said, she said.
Right.
So did he get a jury trial?
There's no proof for nothing.
Was there any jury trial though? Did you get due process of the law? You didn't get a jury? No jury?
He just had to pay a bunch of money for something he didn't even
He had
do.
to pay a bunch of money. And if he doesn't pay the money, what happens?
Then take him back to court.
He's around half Irish.
How you doing, sir? Are you here for me?
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir? You're not on camera. You're not on camera.
My name's Mike.
Chille.
Nice to meet you, sir.
My pleasure.
I don't have any real complaints. My person gets me.
You heard?
I would like to.
Thank you. Have you heard about what's going on around here?
I'm very familiar with what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. What is going on? Is it abuse? It's abuse.
I would like to talk to you some. In minutes when we have time.
Sure. Yeah. People are, the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. And if these jackboot thugs touch me, you're going to have every auditor in America reposting this video, telling stories of how there's corruption and greed and rape and murder going on in this town. And I'm not just saying rape and murder from people. There's accounts of alleged rape. There's accounts of alleged murder going on right now in this town. It's going on all through the tri-state. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. He just said it's going on all through the tri-state. Thank you. Please grab a seat. Thank you for coming. We are protesting. We are protesting, y'all. We are protesting. Everybody here.
People now.
There's some people here now. We are protesting.
Some people.
This is a
How many?
protest. You have the right to protest.
3.
If they want to arrest you for protest, they violate South Dakota. They violate South Carolina versus Edwards, 1963. We have the right to protest, and we are protesting. We are rightfully indignant. We will no longer accept what's going on. It's time for change.
He must be so happy.
Sam, where are you?
Like
Sam, you have the con. You have got the power, Sam. Sign. I filled out an application to rent this space. We need you to sign it, Sam, or you don't stand for America. You don't stand for liberty. You don't stand for freedom, Sam. This is your re-election video, Sam. Waiting for you to sign our application to rent this hall. People have donated money to me to rent this hall. I'm renting this hall. Sam, here's the flag right there. Do you stand for freedom or do you stand for tyranny? Do you stand for corruption or do you stand for justice? I will not back down.
I will not back down.
We will not back down. We will not back down. It won't happen. Sooner or later, young boys will be men. And there's righteousness and there's tyranny. There's right and there's wrong. What's happening here is wrong, and you guys know it, and that's why your mom brought you down here, so you could bear witness.
Bear witness. Look at him.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is great. This is great.
There it is.
Hey,
Copy's gone. I'm sorry that the Jacob Cochran story is not going up. The Jacob Cochran story is supposed to be going up right now, but I have to push a button on my YouTube to release it. I'm not in front of my computer, so I can't push that button right now. I apologize.
I pledge allegiance.
Ma'am, are you closing the city? Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing? Ma'am, it's not 5 o'clock. It is not 5.
The doors are not locked.
I'm not sure what you're doing here.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I am worried about it. The city officials here are garbage. People who are in charge here are garbage. People like you are trash. The doors are locked. You just tried to get in.
You asked.
What? Sorry about that. You're not on camera. More people are coming. More people are coming. She locked the 2 front doors. Only the side door is open. Remember, she's the one that has the back, the blue, and this is the law office she works for. I highly recommend that you look for other counsel besides this counsel right here.
Give her a break.
I would not use these people. If I were you, I wouldn't. I would not use those people. We have every right to protest. This is a protest. We are protesting today, you guys. I want you guys to know that you are actively protesting. Just want everybody to know you have a right. Please do not lose your temper. Please do not show violence. That will not work. The only thing that will work is petitioning, peacefully assembling, and redressing our government. You have a First Amendment right to protest. You have a right by God to defend your liberty, and that's what we're doing. It's come to this, Sam Cramblett. It's come to this, sir. It's come to this. Sam Cramblett, you have the opportunity to show your colors right now. We filled out an application to rent this hall. I expect you to show up, Sam. I expect you to show up here and sign our application to pay for this location. And we will check out when it's time, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., whatever time it is. You hold weddings here, you hold baby showers here, you hold birthdays here, but the people don't get a chance. The people don't get a chance to use this building how it's supposed to be used.
They do. You just have to give 24 hours notice.
Yeah.
That's not that much to ask. You don't just walk in off the street, you butthole.
It has come to this. And so it begins.
You entitled prick.
I'm trying to just keep the people off camera. I apologize to you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that the people aren't subjected to retaliation and abuse and let everybody hear the prick. Sorry.
You entitled little sphincter. Sphincter's a great word, Gabriel. Sphincter is such a good word. It's so appropriate for him.
Who are the regular folks that I have in the room? If you're regular folk here, can you just go ahead and drop me a comment? I'll add a couple people to the. It's a fountain, guys. Hey, good to see you, M Star. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a fountain. I'm not taking a piss. If I were, I would have been taking a piss for the last hour and a half.
There you go, Boring. There you go, Boring. I'm just going to come over here.
Sheriff.
Thanks for letting me know that.
It's very
Appreciate
annoying.
that,
I
Boring.
can't get you.
Work lines here.
Jeez. Okay. Right. Yes.
We have filled out an application, and we are waiting patiently for.
Oh, you're patient, are
Sam
you? I
Cranbrook
haven't
to
seen
sign
you
our
be
application
patient at
because we
all.
can teach constitutional classes down here, that you have a right to use your phone. The moment you see a police officer, you pull your phone out and film him. Doesn't matter if you don't like cops or like cops. It matters that you film the cop at all times. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you film the cop. That's what you do. You film the police at all times. You film them. Don't delay. Film police. You always. I don't care if you're in a restaurant. I don't care if you're in a bar. I don't care where you are. You
Things are
film
getting
police.
exciting,
When you see a
Sarah.
police officer, you turn. If the police come here, you guys, you turn your cameras on and you film them. That's the class. When the cops come, everybody's camera comes out and everybody films. Everybody here films the cops at all times from every angle. You do not turn your phone off. You do not put it away. You do not delete your video. Under any circumstances, you lock your phone. If they come to try to take your phone, you tell them the answer is no. If they take your phone and they try to delete your video, there should be a backup of it on your iCloud. But you don't want them to get access to your phone. They don't have a right to take your phone away from you. They don't have a right to deny you your First Amendment right to be pressed. If the police come here, we film them. It's that simple. This is a peaceful protest. Nobody's going to fight you cops. Nobody wants to fight you. This is a peaceful protest, and we are protesting. We are protesting our government here today. We are protesting the treatment of people. Sometimes you have to take a stand. Sometimes when enough is enough and the people who are elected to help you won't meet with you and they keep ducking and hiding, sometimes you have to take a stand.
Ducking and
Sooner or later, be
hiding.
willing to protest.
He's
Be
in
willing to
meetings.
protest.
He's the mayor.
I can't read that.
It says, no, we don't have the right.
Let me just read it. I can read that. Well, to check the source though. Right, it says the key word is peacefully protesting. Violent protest is not allowed. The public forum doctrine to examine whether certain types of public property are open to First Amendment expressive activity. Just so you know, the Supreme Court is not a good institution. For years, people ran around, and I was one of them, saying the Supreme Court said, the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court is not a good institution. They're not good people. They have nothing in common with you and me. They all have all their teeth. They're not good people. They're appointed by the Chamber of Commerce, by the Federalist Society. Trust me, I've researched each and every single different Supreme Court justice. I've read each of their cases. I've read as much as I can about every Supreme Court justice that I could read. It's terrible. It's terrible. There's a few good ones. There's Harlan. There was, who was a Supreme Court, actually the chief Supreme Court justice, was a good man for a while. I think it was the Stone Court, the Stone. Stone was a chief justice, and he was a good man. He tried hard. Harlan tried hard. Douglas tried hard. A lot of people tried hard to do the right thing in the Supreme Court, but it's 9 people, and most of those people are bad. So it's fraught with racism. It's all through it. It's Swiss cheese of racism is the Supreme Court.
Swiss cheese of racism.
So I know that to be a fact.
Mads, I think
And I have to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to hold it.
Really?
I'm going to hold it a little longer.
You're going to be holding it for a long time.
We have this right. We have a right. We just read it. We have the right to peacefully protest. We have a right to peacefully protest. We are peacefully protesting in a publicly funded building.
I don't know what everyone else thinks. I actually think that he's purposefully doing it this way. I don't think he's as silly as he seems. I think he's doing this all on purpose. I think he knows full well that the city can't abide by his insane demands. I think he knows full well what he's doing and that he's causing trouble to create a menace and for it to all cause something for his channel. This is all just hysteria. I actually think that everything that he's doing is quite calculated, and it's just a stunt. I think everything that he's doing is a stunt. I don't think he may in some form believe in what he's saying, but I think he's playing it up. He's playing it up a lot, and he's doing it in order to get limelight, to get likes, to get his social media presence, his fame. It's all about that more than it is about his principles. That's my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys all think?
You're welcome to come down and observe the protest, officers. You're welcome to come down and observe the peaceful protest. I'll teach Constitution 5 o'clock. The class is starting. Okay. So here's the first thing you do. When you see a police officer, the very first thing that you do is you pull your phone out and you film him. That's the very first thing that you do. And you announce, I am filming you. I'm filming. I'm using my First Amendment right. What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing? First thing you do, you see a cop walk in, what do? You pull your phone out and you film him. That's the first thing you do. Very first thing. What do you do when you see a police officer? You pull your phone out and film him. You can even say, respectfully, officer, I'm going to film. With respect, you can say, I back police, but I'm going to film you. I don't care if you're in 7-Eleven, at the grocery store, Special K. I don't care where you are. You film cops. At all times, you film cops. You never stop filming. There's the first lesson of the class. You're in 7-Eleven. You're in Speedway. A cop walks in. What do? You film him. What do you do? What do you do? Cop walks in Speedway. You film him. You tell him, I'm filming you. If you love cops, you go, sir, I'm filming you. Sir, thank you so much for your service. I'm filming you. You always film cops at all times. At all times.
That's him giving a class to 3 people. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Building's closed.
Okay, sir. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
Building's closed, sir. You guys have to leave.
We're not leaving. We're protesting. You can protest. You have the right to protest. If the police come, you tell. Okay. Now, here's the second thing. So you have the first thing. You film cops. The cop walks up to you. He says things to you. He asks you questions. He threatens you. You say to him these words exactly. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Step 1, film. Step 2, cop says to you, what do you do? Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing you say to the cop. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's it. If he doesn't answer, walk away. Terry is detaining. Terry. It's Terry versus Ohio. That's what Terry versus Ohio is. It's detaining. They killed the lights on us. It's fine.
Here we
That's
go.
fine. They killed
Here
the
we
lights.
go. Here we go.
That's perfectly fine.
Hey, folks, until it's closed, y'all can step out, please.
We're protesting. Oh, here comes all the cops. Film them all.
Okay, Jose DeCastro, cease and desist your disorderly conduct or you will be arrested.
I'm more than willing.
Jose DeCastro,
I hear you right here.
vacate right now or you'll be arrested.
I'm more than willing to go with you.
Jose DeCastro, you will?
If you're going to arrest me, if I'm under arrest, I'll go with you.
All right, let's
Please don't touch me. No, I'm not. You're not putting my. I'm willing to go.
Whoa.
I'm not
Hang on,
putting
I
my
got
hands
this.
on my back. You're not going to. Don't
Go this way.
I don't need to. I'll go with you. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'll go with you. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You don't need to torture me. They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They are arresting me. They placed me under arrest as a law-abiding citizen. I will go with them. There's no need for me to fight anybody.
No.
I'm not going to fight you. I have no weapons on me. I'm no danger to you. I want you to know I am protesting. I am protesting. I want you to know I'm protesting. I'm peacefully protesting.
Okay.
I'm not.
No.
You're not a man. I'm gonna go with you. I'll go with you. Stop it. I'll go with you. I'll go with you.
Listen, hey, wait, stop. Listen, just stop. Chill, quick.
I'll go with you. I'll go to jail.
Listen, why are you doing this?
Because you're not going to torture me. It's torture cuffs. I'm never going to torture you. You're going to torture me in the back? Go ahead, do it. Leave the mark.
We have
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen.
Okay, put it on.
I tried to put him in the front from the beginning and
Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me. Tell him let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Tell him let go of me. Pam,
wait a minute.
let go of me. I'll put my wrist
Let me put this on and we'll let go.
Let go of me. I'll do it. Don't go. Midnight, let go of me. I'll put my wrist together. Can I turn my phone off, please?
Okay, your phone's been seized as evidence.
I need to turn my phone off.
I'll take care of that.
I'm more than willing to go with you. You don't have to torture me. You don't need to torture me. I'm more than willing to go with you. Let me turn my phone off, please. And like a gentleman, I'm treating you with respect. I haven't cursed at you or screamed at you. Please let me turn my phone off.
I think the respect train left.
Oh, damn. Well, terrific.
I mean,
I'd like to turn my phone off.
I will turn it off.
No, I can do it. There's
You want to be charged with tampering with evidence?
There's no evidence. It's a live video. I want to turn it off. Please allow me to respectfully turn my phone off. Like, let go of me. We have a problem here. Let me turn my phone off. I'd like to turn my phone off. Can I have it, please? Let me turn my phone off. Everybody's watching, so let me turn it off. Let's go. Just let me turn it off. No, you can't do it that way. It's not done properly.
Jose DeCastro, 23CR013015.
Mr. DeCastro was convicted. He was given 6 months in jail.
Okay, guys. So, yeah, there he is. That's that. We got through the 4 and something hours of his day in Ohio, which ended badly. But yep. Now, what we will do next week is we will show him the very next day on the phone to the FBI, trying to complain about his treatment the day before. And that's quite funny too. But before we finish today, I wanted to show you something else. His little wah face. Here comes the ambulance. I wanted to show you something else. I came across, because I wanted to just take you to some of the other stuff that he does. And this is a little short video. Him being pulled over in Michigan. And this is him showing how he uses his trifold and just how rude he can goddamn be. And so this is Chille in the wild. All right, Chille in the wild. And let's have a look, okay? Because I was just going through some of his videos. I was just like, seriously, really? This is him showing off, basically. Okay, so let's have a little look. Oh, hang on.
You're bullshit. Get out. Go on. Go on, dude. I want to see your. I'm going to FOIA your body cam. And I'm going to find out if my taillights are out in a rent-a-car. I'm not going anywhere, jackboot thug pig. I don't give a damn. I don't know who you are. You got the gun. I got to go. I got to catch a plane.
Yep, straight off his channel.
Signaling out the window that I'll pull over.
Hi, I'm Corporal Wayne with the Talkie County Sheriff's Office.
This is Michigan.
I pulled you over as you do not have any tail lights on. Is there any reason you did not pull over when I activated my lights?
I plead the Fifth Amendment.
But what are you showing the tripod for?
Here's my
He doesn't
license,
care.
my registration, and my proof of insurance. Here's the insurance. Here's the rental car agreement. And my driver's license is right here.
Where's your driver's license?
Well, didn't I just say it's right here?
Yeah.
Let's see how you do.
Is this your current address on Santa Monica Boulevard in California?
I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Okay.
If you ask me another question, you're violating my rights, and I'll file a lawsuit against you. Write your ticket, do what you're going to do, but don't harass me any further. You have every relevant information you need. Go do your job, or I'll sue you. Get the hell out of my face. There's everything you need. Go on. Go do your job.
I would like to give you your insurance card back.
I'll take it.
And I will give you that rental agreement back.
There you go. There's my license.
I'm going to have your license for now.
I'm sure you're going to put it in your pocket because that's how you guys behave. But I just get my license back. It'd be great. I need to go about my way.
Okay.
So I missed it earlier. I went live right when he pulled me over. And of course, I immediately pled the Fifth Amendment. I didn't wait a second. They always try, is the address on your license your current address? Well, immediately, again, I said, here it is. I said, that's your second time you've asked me a question. If there's a third time, you're going to get sued by me. Don't ask me questions. I've got my other camera running just in case. So look, the moment the copper pulled me over, I started running camera. There was no delay. My taillights went off. I like to see that on the camera. I'm in Michigan, around Green Bay. You guys know I had everything ready to go. Right there. I had everything in my trifold ready to go. I said to him, let's see how you're going to do. I said, why are your taillights out? I pled the Fifth Amendment immediately. And then he was like, okay. I said, here's my license, my registration, my proof of insurance. And then he said, is the address on your driver's license your current address? And again, I took the Fifth Amendment and I said, I plead the Fifth Amendment. And then he took my license like a jackboot thug pig and stuck it in his pocket. What the is wrong with you, dude? I can't do it. I want to put the car and drive and pull up about 2 feet, but I can't do it just because there's too many people watching. I don't want you guys to put your car and drive and pull up 3 feet. That's not what I want to see you do. You know what I mean? Look at how they treat you. They overwhelm your car with light. And I didn't think anybody'd be up. What time is it? 2 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. So I guess it's midnight over there, midnight or 10 p.m. on the West Coast. 2 cops. You guys, what's going on here?
Back in your car right now.
No, I'm detained right here. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I travel the country suing police. So give me back my license and let me go. Or give me a ticket. You don't need another cop here. I need you to do your job and let me go. Hey, eat my shorts. I'm coming to a safe place.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to take your ass to court. Now write your ticket. I got to go. I got to catch a plane. I'm not going anywhere, jackboot thug pig. I don't give a damn. I don't know who you are. You got the gun. Get in the car and do your freaking job. I got to go. I got to catch a plane. You joined that disgusting organization. That's what you did, you piece of shit. You're a piece of garbage, bro. Pulls me over for I want to see the camera where my taillights were out. I want to see that. No, I want to sue him. I want him to put his hands on me so I can sue him. And I'll go after his badge. That's what I really want to do. You joined an evil thing, bro. Quit now. I don't fight anybody. I'm a nonviolent pacifist. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What? I try to sue as many cops as I possibly can. Yes. You joined an evil organization.
Is that your job?
Yeah, this is all I do. I'm up here right now helping another guy. No, I'm just an activist. But why am I celebrated and you're demonized? Why is that? Because the policies and procedures. No, dude, the policies and procedures you signed up to do are disgusting. This jackboot thug pig would put me in handcuffs in 2 seconds flat.
I don't know what that means, Jack.
A jackboot thug pig? Do you have torture cuffs on your belt?
I have handcuffs.
Right. So those are torture cuffs. Let me put them on you for 5 minutes. I'll give you $1,000 for 5 minutes. I'll give you $1,000.
Unfortunately, man, I can't just do that.
Quit now, dude. You're 20 years younger than me. Quit. This fucking sucks. And excuse my language, people. You're a wrestler.
Oh, excuse your language now.
Dude, high school and college. Dude, listen, this job sucks. This job, unless you're a jackboot, bullshit, dude. Oh, no. You don't get a pass. Those are torture.
You want me to explain the citation to you or no? All right. So right here.
Just save your bullshit.
November 8th.
Save your bullshit.
You're not required to appear.
Get out.
Okay.
Do I need to sign it?
Right.
Go on. Go on, dude. I want to see I'm going to FOIA your body cam and I'm going to find out if my taillights were out in a rent-a-car.
Okay.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I think you're lying. Your name's what? Corporal
Whalen. All my information.
Corporal Whalen. Your name's Mr. Whalen. You're a peace officer, a domestic peace officer. You are not a corporal. You are not in the military. You should never go by corporal because that makes you have an allegiance to the person above you and the person below you. And it makes you fear the person above you and below you. And you have to take orders instead of upholding my rights. Like giving me a ticket for no taillights.
Luckily, I let you up about 1.5 miles back, so there's going to be 1.5 miles of me driving behind you without your tail lights.
Did I not stick my thumb out the window and say, "Hey, I'm pulling over here"? Did you not see this thumbs up? I'm pulling over. Did you not see that?
8-minute video.
No, you don't. It's my freedom, jackboot. You serve me. You serve me. You serve me. I gave you a thumbs up. Yeah, then go on. Go on. Quit now, dude. Job sucks. You're supposed to serve me. Instead, you gave me a ticket for nothing. Looks like the taillights are on. No taillights, huh? What's that? No taillights? How is there no taillights? Looks like there's taillights right there to me. That's what it looks like.
They're brake lights.
I can't wait for you guys to see the beginning of that. Ooh, it's freezing. He gave me a ticket for no taillights. Really? I just saw the taillights were on. How did that happen? How were the taillights just on? How was that? If you're a wrestler, you do not become a pig. You're not tough because you fight people who don't fight back. If you wrestled and you got on the mat and you went one-on-one against another man to see who was the better man, and you signed up to be a pig after you've wrestled, were you a fish stick and you just have to win sometime? Like, you don't do that, dude. You don't become a pig. You don't sign up to be a pig. They wonder why I'm so mean to them. They signed up to be a pig. They signed up for it. They signed up to do exactly what they're doing. You don't get a pass from me, bro. You signed up to be a jackboot thug pig. Why the hell would I give you a pass? I was driving down the road. He pulled me over because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I must be drunk. I must be stoned. I must be whatever. Then he gets mad when you guys see the beginning of that audit. YouTube has a thing now where you can go live, but it's unlisted. So it was just so weird. But I was just relaxing. I was actually listening to a teacher's history of the United States, John Locke, some thoughts on education from 1693. That's what I was just listening to. And I was kind of absorbing it and I was listening to it and I was listening to it. And I was kind of just in a zone, just driving. And then he said I'd pass by and I did have my taillights on. There's no taillights. My taillights were on just fine. What was he talking about? And then he pulled me over on the freeway and expected me to pull over on the freeway. I put my finger out and I thumbs up and I said, "Hey, no problem. I'll pull over." Owned that pig. I just
Oh,
can't
you
stand
owned
them.
him,
I
did
mean,
you?
what's the respect? You can't be a wrestler and sign up to be a pig. Whoop whoop was pretty fun. Whoop whoop. I rallied that around while I was up here in New Hampshire. I'm sorry, Michigan. I was up here in Michigan. Pretty nice. Had a pretty good time. I'm taking this back to the rent-a-car place though right now. So, you know, you and I don't have the same role. So needless to say, don't go jumping out of the car and taking on pigs. Do not do what I do. Do what I say. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks for backing me up. It's illegal for me to stream and drive in Michigan, so I have to get off this. All right, I will see you guys on the next one.
Okay. Like I said earlier, I feel like he attacks people for choosing a job.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't like the system, sure, okay, you can voice your opinion about the system, but why attack the actual people personally, like, and call them names? I just don't understand that. Like, why make someone's life difficult because they're doing a job? It's like when a telemarketer calls you and you actually attack that person for being a telemarketer. That's not very nice. Like, I get like being annoyed that a telemarketer is calling you, but then to actually just be rude to them, that's not very nice. It's just like, I usually say to the telemarketer, could you please like take my number off your list? And if they continue to call, I'll be like, look, I've already asked that is my number be taken off the list. But I don't like call them a name like you're an asshole, because they're not an asshole. That would be an asshole thing of me to do, to call them an asshole. And that's kind of what he's doing. He's calling them names for choosing a job. Is he saying, and he's such a hypocrite, because he keeps saying that like there needs to be law and order. But how can there be law and order if there are no police?
Cops.
Yeah, how can there be no? But then he hates police.
Yeah.
So it's just, what's his solution? I want to know what his solution is. He must have an idea of what
he does, and it's nonsense.
Does he?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know he's talked about it, and it's dumb.
Is it? Yeah. What's this? Telemarketers have chosen the most useless career. I know they have. I know they've chosen a terrible career, but still, I don't see any reason to like actually like call them names. On the other hand, we do need cops. Yeah, we do. We need something like that, because there are actual dangerous people on the street. Yeah. Hello. You should see Chris Rock's famous skit about dealing with cops. Chris was super based in that video. I've seen some of Chris Rock's videos. I'm not sure if I've seen that one.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, he wants the RCMP. What's that? What's an RCMP?
Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Ah, I think I've seen some things on them. They're pretty good looking. Maybe.
You're into Canadians.
Not specifically, but he's making big money doing this. He didn't think he'd get jail time. He had to know he'd eventually get jail time. He had to know he would eventually. Yeah, and I know, and he keeps saying he's poor, right? I don't believe that for a second. There's no way. And I know how much people with big YouTube channels like that can make. I've seen the figures, and if you want to have a bit of a look at, there's some videos getting around on how much YouTubers with really big YouTube channels like his can make off monetization. And you have to be like over 500,000 subscribers and putting out like a lot of content, and have merchandise and things like that. But once you're over 500,000 subscribers and putting out content regularly, you really can start to make some good money. I don't believe for a second that he's not making good money out of this. He is, and saying that he's poor, and then receiving all these super chats and things like that and donations. Yeah, garbage. He's right up there with Tucker Carlson and that other dumbass. Okay. Maybe Mr. Chille spent all his money on booze. Do you think he's drunk? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
No,
some
because he's out late at night and driving and risking going to jail. You don't do that if you're waiting for your next drink.
Don't know. I mean, he might be on something.
He could be on something, maybe, but
yeah, he like the way he talks so fast and just like, and he gets so hyped up. Like,
yeah,
maybe, I don't know. No, he's not on anything. Maybe coffee. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Hey, great success. Good to see you. If he was drunk, he might be mellower. Yeah, he should be on medication.
Oh yeah.
You like, no, I'm no doctor, but I think he should be seeing somebody. There's something going on up there. Definitely something going on up there. Yeah, he's been making a decent amount through his YouTube alone, for sure. Yeah, what's wrong with us, Sal? Yeah, Chille wants the mounted popo to look at his butt. Does he have roommates? He would now.
Well, yeah.
Oh. Dear. Yeah, he had to know eventually he'd end up in jail. He like, even just this thing in Ohio, he's standing there going, come on, cops, come take me, come on, but you won't get me in the torture cuffs. Now, the thing about the torture cuffs is that's the law, right? So that's actually, I spoke to Sean about this because I was like, so why was he done for resisting arrest? Because he said, I'll go with you, right? And Sean said he wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't go in the handcuffs.
No, it's policy. Police policy is you always cuff the person behind their back when you're arrested. Exactly. For everybody's safety.
Yeah, right. So by him not going in the torture cuffs, that meant that
that's resisting.
He was resisting arrest. Yeah. Yes. And resisting arrest is a misdemeanor, I believe. And so, yeah, probably. Misdemeanor.
Depends
how. Because there were only 2 misdemeanors.
Okay.
And there was resisting arrest and causing a disturbance or something like that. We can bring up the charges. It's pretty easy to bring them up. Hang on a minute. And yeah, so hang on, State of Ohio, City of Ironton versus DeCastro, active warrant. There we go. Share this tab. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Active warrant. There we go. Misdemeanor 2, resisting arrest, criminal trespass, and disorderly conduct. There we go. Yeah. So they're the ones. And he failed to appear, so he just skipped town. So yeah, resisting arrest, criminal trespass, disorderly conduct. Those ones, right? So that's not the reason he's in jail in Nevada, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I said to Sean, well, what's the deal? Why would he be in so much trouble over that? And it's just the handcuffs, basically. He said, no, you won't put me in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
not up to you.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to the one in Nevada, the reason why he is in so much trouble in Nevada is because he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. So judge is like, well, come on now, you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again and not have any punishment for that. So it can be jail time. It's not usually jail time, but it can be jail time.
Not this much, but this was pretty extreme.
Yeah. And she said I could have made it consecutive. I could have taken the 2 misdemeanors and I could have made it consecutive.
She could have done a lot worse, but
she could have, yeah. And as he said, he knew that it could have been consecutive, but no, she went 180 days. So yeah, I mean, look, he must have known that it was going to happen eventually. Yeah. But in the end, you know what? It's good for his channel. Don't you guys think? I think it's good for his channel. I think that all these things make life better for him. All right, we are going to raid Sean. Let's everyone just go over to Sean because we love Sean. He's still still doing Arizona versus George Kelly. Wasn't that from weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. It's just, I think, closing.
You had to go back to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Apple just got in the way.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Brandon, I think that my cat might have stolen my little bag. I'm a little bit worried about that. Okay, so we'll do that now, and I'll pop over into his chat too. Tomorrow, Murdoch Mails, Monday. Monday is Murdoch Mails at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Jensen at 5 p.m. Eastern. Yes. So yeah, definitely we will be doing that. Sorry, I haven't got my stream up yet. I usually do in time, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I have mine set up.
Oh, you have yours set up. Well, you could put a link in chat if you want to. Monday.
Not that
fantastic. But you're not that well prepared.
No, it's just live.
Yeah, okay. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Jensen and then Murdoch Mails. And then for Hearsay for Days.
Sunday.
All right, Factboy. Drinking. Oh, you're already over there. Cool. All right. Bye all. Bye, Conspiracy. See you later.
Bye.
Nice to have you here again. All right. So let's go over there. Thank you guys. And I'll see you over in Sean's. Let's go. Make sure you say hello, Raid.
Woohoo.
Bye.